Welcome back to the Box2Box podcast.
This is episode 78, and Chelsea with the last-minute dagger against Liverpool. Is Arne Slot on the hot seat?
And Juventus versus Milan ends in a draw. The Serie A race is tighter than ever.
And are Barcelona mid?
All that and more on the Box2Box podcast.
Vamos!
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Also on the pitch, Mbangula starts our next. Mbangula, bro.
She's Egyptian. She's Egyptian. Game tomorrow, would you rather Saliba or Mbappe?
Right, Saliba right now.
You wouldn't.
Saliba right now.
You're sacrificing that face when you lie. That's
Saliba right now.
Boys, episode 78. And honestly, this weekend, I watched a shit ton of football.
We were blessed this weekend.
I watched a
Football
lot
bangers.
of football.
Yeah.
Sports-wise in general, to be honest.
Yeah, playoff baseball as well.
True.
Being a sports fan is the best. Honestly, I know nobody out there, nobody listening to this isn't a sports fan because you're listening to a football podcast. But bro, I feel bad for them.
There are motherfuckers that don't watch sports.
Have you ever met, like, this perplexes me, and this really makes me believe that we actually do live in a world with NPCs. Like, there actually
society.
are, like, some people actually don't exist. Like, they're just there because it's like rendering. Like, they render in. It's like mobs in Minecraft. Like, they just render in because you're there.
Holy narcissism.
Yeah.
So it's like so like, have you ever met a guy where you met him for the first time and you're like, oh, do you follow any sports? And they just say no.
Yeah.
Do you walk away from that conversation?
Like,
Is
what-
that too much brain power for you?
I just
What
don't
the
understand
fuck
how
do
you
you
do
do
it.
with your
goes to
life?
his cousin.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
What the
Oh,
fuck
you're my
do you
first
do?
cousin. I've never met you before. Oh, yeah, bro. He's from Italy, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, bro. I don't watch sports. Okay, ciao.
Okay.
crazy
Okay,
to
ciao.
me.
Back it up.
But what the fuck do you do with your life?
Bro, there's other things to
I'm
do.
sure there's other interests.
Go for a hike. Go fly fishing.
I can
Like our
do
buddy
that
Willie.
and watch Man United lose on Saturday.
Some people maybe just didn't grow up with that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I find it crazy that you're sheltered that much. Like, where you don't even care. Like, we live in a hockey city, you know, and you don't even care about hockey. Like, I understand
Yeah.
maybe football or whatever, baseball, okay, who cares?
I know, but do any of your moms watch sports?
Okay, but we're talking about, obviously, like, we're not going to bring up genders. Obviously, women follow, and obviously, I mean, sports are inclusive. Sports are inclusive.
Holy
Okay,
tightrope,
let's
holy
see, let's
tightrope.
see.
It's
This
not
one.
tightrope. It's not tightrope. The
Let's hear
women.
it.
It's
Let's try to get out of
obviously
this one,
it's
boss.
inclusive. Like, women follow sports as well. It's
for
just
sure.
disproportionate amount of males compared to females that follow sports.
Okay.
Is that not true?
Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
You're on thin ice,
Maybe.
buddy.
yeah, very close.
I'm not even
Comments
close.
cook
That's
'em.
just a fact.
Comments, get him.
Get him. Yeah, we're nearing that time.
But I feel
where
like
it's-
everyone could follow a sport.
But
like,
There's a
we're-
sport for anybody.
Yeah.
There's a small time frame in beat. Like I
Well,
think we're nearing
we're
it
in
where
it.
it's where all 5 major sports are going to be happening at the same time.
It's during the last tennis open. I think we still have Roland Garros.
We're saying 5 major sports, bro. Get the fucking tennis out of here.
No,
bro.
I respect
no,
tennis.
no, no. That's
No,
a major.
tennis
That's
is
an
a
American sport. That's
yeah,
American
bro. When
sport.
he said 5 major
I
sports,
mean-
he means like the
Baseball,
North American
hockey,
major.
Didn't Sinner play today?
Then who?
Did he play?
There's when the Shanghai Open.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, I know just...
Whatever.
yeah,
We're
that's the
speaking
best
about
time of the year.
baseball, hockey, football.
Yes, he did. He lost.
soccer.
Okay.
But it's the
Didn't catch that.
Rolex
Oh
Shanghai
yeah,
Open.
there's soccer and football.
But no,
Basketball.
But I'm not saying about tennis. I'm just saying there's the last tennis major in at the end of October.
Yes.
And the beginning of November. There's F1 at that time, and it's where the season's cooked, like it's heating up because there's like 6 races left, 7 races left. There's football, where football would be in game week 7, 8 or something, probably I don't
Deep
know,
into the
7, 8.
season.
There's the MLB playoffs.
Yep.
Football's back from international break. Bro, there's every single sport happening. Hockey just started.
Basketball's gonna start
October is the goat
Yeah.
time.
soon. Oh man.
It's perfect because they timed it well because winter's coming. Everyone gets a little bit depressed because winter's
Yep.
coming, weather's
Yeah.
changing. But you can cozy up and watch literally every sport in the world.
We're how many weeks out from Halloween? So we're 3 weeks out now, 4 weeks out almost. So guys, I have a question for you guys. Leave it in the comments. I want a good Halloween costume this year. So
for our video.
I went for our Halloween specials the past year. I went as Ten Hag, where I shaved my head. I did
R9.
R9,
Where you shaved your head.
where I shaved, but I left the little crescent there.
The
at
little
top.
shit in the
course.
middle.
So really, guys, like, there's no barriers here. You can leave any suggestions.
No, but
any physical physical. Honestly, not leave.
related.
I would like more football recommended ones, but it could be
Can I go
like.
bald again?
I'm not saying necessarily, but if you guys leave some good, if there's a good one there, I will actually really
Top
deep
comment,
it.
Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba.
Good luck. Good luck with that one.
Antoine Griezmann can pull that one off. That's what he does.
I guess so. No, I mean, yeah, you always go ham with the October the festivities.
Yeah, I mean,
Look forward to it.
But ideally football related.
Yeah.
Somebody leave a comment for all four of us what each of us should be.
What the Barnak?
It's gonna be good.
you guys are never gonna
I
do
know.
it. Fuck you guys.
I'm not shaving my
every
head.
Halloween, it's you show up as like a police officer or some bullshit. Guys, come on, this year we gotta put in some fucking effort.
I don't give a
up as
shit about
Jurgen Klopp.
Halloween. You're the only one that cares about
Yeah.
Halloween.
Bro, Jurgen Klopp,
That was
a
good.
That was good.
it only worked. Millie showed up with a pair of glasses and called it a day.
It worked, bro. Even hit the.
He
looked
showed
like
up with a Liverpool hat, a pair of glasses, and called it a day.
There's
the clip-
beauty
the
in
clip-
simplicity.
The clip
No.
of him doing this.
Yeah, it went viral. Triple platinum.
Triple platinum.
Triple aluminium.
Bro,
You shaved your head for nothing. He
Yeah,
fucking
sure.
he put a scarf on it and he
Yeah.
went viral.
bro,
all
that
it
was
bro.
that was a disaster control that day, in my personal opinion.
I'm not shaving my head.
Crazy.
Yeah, you don't need to shave your head, bro, but like put some thought into it. Don't show up as fucking
Bro,
Superman or
you
some
put
shit
no
this
thought
year.
into
Problem
it.
with that?
Yeah, sure, no thought.
You just
into it.
shaved your fucking head.
It called
lot
it. You
more
put a
effort than
Brazil
you-
kid and
You
shaved
put,
your
a,
head.
you put a Brazil kid that we already own.
a lot
and you
more,
shaved your
a
head.
lot more effort than
What's
police.
the effort? Paying your barber a couple more dollars?
It was.
He did it for free.
I
did
went
it for
through
free too.
instead of paying, which you guys do. I went through actual physical
Pain.
pain.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, physical sacrifice instead of monetary. I'm fully committed. Now, are you guys as committed to the cause this year?
How about you commit to some bitches?
For real, bro. Not
you with that
for
one.
real.
I saw people in Discord. They were hitting. They're catching on to the get some bitches train.
That's always a
That's
classic.
the best one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get some football.
Football.
Yeah, Chelsea 2-1 to Liverpool, and honestly, just might as well add it in because there was Champions League last week. Galatasaray 1-0 also beat Liverpool, so Liverpool 2 losses in a week. It's not looking good, bro.
Very poor run of
It's not
form
looking good.
from the Reds. Yeah, it's shocking. It's shocking considering what the expectations were coming into this season. I don't think anyone was expecting them to even lose games the way people were talking. Now they lost 2 in a row. And this one is definitely something that you have to keep in mind. Like, brother, Chelsea, this was not a full-strength team.
To say not even lose games is kind of crazy.
There were conversations.
Bro, undefeated?
Brother, they were very close last year, if I'm not
Really?
mistaken.
No.
No, the bar should not be undefeated, but the bar should be when Chelsea don't have Cole Palmer.
Oh, for sure.
you
Should be winning.
Should be winning.
Yes,
or
I
drawing.
agree.
The Galatasaray, no choose.
Absolutely.
Galatasaray,
That's a
respect
rough game as
Galatasaray. Good
Yeah.
team this season, but bro, you should not be losing 1-0.
All the players that came in, no excuse.
Yeah.
Like I think the standards for those players are quite high, and they deserve the price tags. They got to start delivering.
So the conversation becomes, you've spent over 300 million. Should Arne Slot even be considered on the hot seat at this point? Or is it
I'd
just-
sack his ass right now, to be honest. For me, I've never been the biggest Arne Slot fan, personally. Last year, he definitely had them rolling, but for me, that was more of like he literally just copy-pasted Klopp's homework. It's like he just took Klopp's team and put a bit of his flavor on it and said, okay, this is our team now, and it did very well. Now he's putting too much of his flavor on the team, and the team's becoming dog shit.
But once again,
change
this
the
is,
recipe too much? Is what you're saying?
Exactly.
he's trying to change the tactics, but he has so many new players coming in. There, it's only normal that he's
What's
going to lose
so
a
many
couple
new
of
players? He had like 4 new players, no? 5 new
Well,
players.
that's a lot for a
And
team of
those are
11.
meant to be starters, too. Like, it's not like they're just support pieces.
And also,
I
again,
disagree.
this is very reactionary because Maresca is the one that beat him, and you said sack Maresca the other day.
But okay, this was a battle of the fucking bald guys who should low-key have pressure on their jobs.
but
Maresca did
Amorim,
an absolutely amazing
Amorim,
job
once
here.
again, I said last week, bro, if you want to sack his ass, sack his ass.
but then
bro. I
this
don't
week
give a
you
fuck.
sat down before
Sack
we-
them all, bro. All El Salvador's ass.
But before we started recording, you said, no, I mean, you don't really
I'm
need to
low-key
sack him
confident
anymore.
going to play Liverpool. Why? You know how ass you need to be managing Liverpool for me as a Man United fan to say I'm low-key confident going
just
into
But
that
I think
game.
that's just
You're
reactionary
just
again.
delusional and reactionary.
I disagree. I think a lot of the United fan base is confident.
Okay, it's
going
not
into
about
this
United.
game.
We'll get
Obviously,
to that team.
the performances haven't been good for Liverpool, but I think it's just a matter of bro. At the end of the day, even what happened with Diogo Jota definitely affected the
Oh,
players.
100%.
He
Van
spoke
Dijk
about it
alluded
too.
to it after the
Yeah.
game. But it's all, once again, you can't really like he said, it's not about what happened on the pitch, but it's also what happened off
Yeah.
the pitch.
It
But
affects.
we don't know 100% it affects, but like that could have been also alluding to other stuff that happens
sure,
off the
for
pitch.
sure.
Maybe some players are not concentrated off the pitch or something like that. Like he didn't specifically name Diogo Jota,
Yeah.
which was everyone's assuming he's alluding to, which makes sense. But I don't know. This team, they just look disjointed.
I never
like,
thought
it
about
doesn't
that.
look like a.
I never thought about that. That actually affects that affects like bro, like the guys that were there. Like I'm not talking about Wirtz and Isak, but bro, that's like a friend on the team. But I'm not even. I don't think that as much as a factor as, bro. You have to give Slot some slack at some point. Sure, he spent a lot of money, but he hasn't had consistent starting 11s. He's still trying to figure out where Wirtz plays, and it seems like the best spot for Wirtz is on the bench at this exact moment. But I think Gakpo at left wing, he keeps trying to rotate him out for the players that he spent a lot of money on, but Gakpo still seems like he should be a mainstay at left wing. He's always been good there. Should he start Isak? Should he start Ekitike? Is Ekitike left winger? Wirtz cam, Szoboszlai right back. Bro, you're trying a million different things.
But why are you trying different things? Like
Because you have two players.
You had a winning formula.
So many world-class players. It's just like Real Madrid. You have so many
Yeah.
world-class players. You don't know where to put
You
them.
had a winning formula. Like this is literally what Ancelotti did when he brought in Mbappe. Like you had a winning formula. Why go and fuck it up now? Ancelotti is not there anymore. It might work for the next manager. It's not gonna work for you.
But what did you say? What did we all say? If you have the opportunity to get Isak, you get Isak.
Yeah, but that's not me and Ancelotti's mind. If I'm Ancelotti, I'm saying why if it's not if
Mbappe?
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but-
also let's not compare Isak to Mbappe. But yes,
Of course not. But brother, at the end of the day, they
You
needed a
probably
striker.
compared Isak to
I've not
Mbappe.
compared Isak to Mbappe.
You said Isak was
we're
better
putting,
than
now
Haaland.
we're stretching what I've
really?
said. Now
don't
we're just
remember it.
stretching.
Millie, I need some
No,
backup here.
but
I'm
it's
gonna look
fucking
at you.
ridiculous.
Millie, do
I don't
something.
You said
understand that.
Isak's better than Haaland last season.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
probably never better than Mbappe though.
Bro,
But Haaland's better than Mbappe.
the fucking
No.
records that I need to
Okay.
pull up right now. The records.
Comments will do it for us. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure. I dare, not I dare. I challenge.
find it.
I challenge someone to
double
go
dare
find
you.
me a clip where I said Isak is better than Mbappe. If someone does that, what am I gonna do?
R9 cut.
Shave your head.
The only currency I have, I'll shave my head.
I'll donate $500 to charity.
I like that one.
Proper lad.
Any charity of
Fez.
any charity of choice.
Fez.
Company card?
Fez.
I'm just saying that clip doesn't exist, my brother.
I know it doesn't exist, but you saying that Isak's better than Haaland, and then you saying that Haaland is better than Mbappe, means that in that case, Isak is better than Mbappe.
Holy
Okay,
mental
so
gymnastics.
Man United beat Chelsea. So Chelsea beat Liverpool. So Man United must then beat Liverpool.
That's what
no?
you just said before, no?
Exactly.
Very
So then,
confident.
exactly. So then, there we figured out sports. All right,
No, but it's
finish
not the
podcast.
same. It's not the
Good.
same. Beating a team is different than you saying, I'm not going to talk about this for 10 minutes, but you saying a player is better than another player, and then saying that player is better than that, automatically makes the top one better than the worst one that you said.
Right now, Isak is not better than Haaland.
I agree.
Just like right now, Rodri is not better than Caicedo.
I agree, but
potentially.
this goes back to what we were saying. We were trying to fucking say that you can get Isak, you go get Isak.
he's not that level of player.
They didn't have a striker.
Yeah, I don't
We had this
understand.
They were
conversation.
missing a striker.
They have Ekitike.
They didn't know Ekitike was going to be good.
So they spent 100 million on a brother that they didn't know was going to be good.
Brother, he
Well-
could also play left wing.
So Man United should go and sign Harry Kane now.
Why is this about Man United, bro?
It's just you have to run
they
parallel.
didn't have a
like,
striker. They didn't have two. Firmino gone too. Nunes gone.
Firmino's been gone, my brother.
I'm just saying it's a new gen with no strikers.
You have Ekitike. You have Gakpo last year, who you said can play striker. So you're, in my personal opinion, Isak was not the necessary purchase.
So they should have kept Ekitike. And if Ekitike was bad off the jump, then they were screwed.
If
Yeah, but it's also.
so, then why are you spending 100 mil on him?
Do you want to be great or do you not?
I don't get it.
understand.
I do,
If you're
So
not
then-
improving in the Premier League, you're getting worse.
but I just
Not my words.
I
They
just,
spent money on world class players to make them better. Now it's on to
Slot.
slot
Flopped.
to fix it. Unfortunately, they haven't clicked yet. Which I mean, shit. They spent a lot of money. They should be clicking right away.
Bro, it's not rocket science. You have no striker. You go get two strikers, and one of them is world class. Like Firm said, it's up to the manager to figure out how to make those players fit. Wirtz was the useless transfer, in my opinion.
no,
No, I
Wirtz was
disagree.
not useless.
I think he'll figure it out. This is inexcusable, though. But at the end of the day, they lost 2-1 with a last-minute goal. I think the conversations would be a little bit different if it's
Brother,
1-1.
I mean, to be fair, they also won half of their games. They won probably 80% of their
And
games this
Chelsea
season
had
with a 90-minute
six
goal.
center backs out, and they still couldn't beat them.
in my opinion, Maresca masterclass in this.
Bro, what
Wasn't
masterclass?
a Maresca
Pato and
masterclass.
Reece James center back.
Liverpool still outplayed them, but it
I disagree. I think he made Liverpool play exactly in his game plan.
They accumulated like 0.5 xg.
Who?
Chelsea.
Because they
game
know
plan
Liverpool are vulnerable in the counterattack.
So the game plan was to accumulate 0.5 xg and score 2 goals.
Did you see how Malo Gusto was moving?
So the game plan should have been Malo Gusto moving like that.
I mean, that was a tactical shift that he made.
I don't know.
Gusto following McAllister.
I don't see this as a Maresca played well. The fact that, for me, it's more of a disappointment of Liverpool, the fact that you even left the game to get to a vulnerable stage like this where you could have lost it. Because Chelsea were there for the taking. It's not like I walked out of there and said Chelsea just dropped a masterclass. Considering the circumstances of the game where you have 6 center backs injured, Cole Palmer, yeah, he played, they did all right. But this game shouldn't even have been close to begin with, to be honest.
Millie,
Chelsea?
Weren't we just saying
100%.
that before we started recording?
What?
Yes.
Weren't we just saying that it was Liverpool's game to win and they lost and you were arguing against it?
No.
Literally agenda switch in 15 minutes.
No,
That's
I
what we were
didn't.
just
Shit, I
saying.
can't even keep up.
We were just speaking about
wasn't
that.
even here.
A Chelsea without Cole Palmer. This was Liverpool clearly to win this game.
The issue, you're misquoting me. You're acting like Liverpool should be winning this game 100% of the time. No,
They should, though.
They shouldn't be winning, bro.
Given
In
the
the Prem,
players, given
anyone
the-
can beat anyone on any day.
Yeah, but Chelsea
like,
with the
come on.
injuries, like you had you didn't have a full team at this point.
This is not a Chelsea. If Chelsea are fully healthy, this game is 50-50.
Yes,
But
they weren't.
But they're not exactly. So I probably give them like a 25 or 30 or 35% chance of winning this game. So the fact that Liverpool couldn't capitalize on a game where they're supposed to be heavily favorited means that it was a mismanagement.
From Liverpool.
Yes. I don't see this as Maresca did. Maresca, considering the circumstances, set up his team the best that he could.
Why can't it be both? Just mismanagement on slot side and good
Because
management
if
from
this was
Maresca.
properly managed, in my personal opinion, Chelsea don't have any winning formula in this game.
Did Liverpool play good?
No.
So in my opinion, you have to give credit on the other side as well.
No, because it's possible one team played less shit than the other one. But yeah, you won, sure.
mean, to me, it was mismanagement and good management on the other side. That's what I saw.
I disagree, but it's
I
okay.
wouldn't fault Maresca for.
I'm
for
not
the game.
faulting him. I'm not saying that he terribly. He did the best he possibly could
Well, no,
in
you
that
just said
situation, but it's
he
not
did
good.
less ass. You said he did less ass.
He
He did well in my
He
opinion.
did probably as good as he possibly could be.
Brother, when I saw that lineup and I saw Malo Gusto in midfield with Caicedo, I'm like, what is his brother cooking? At the end of the day, we saw Malo Gusto follow McAllister throughout the pitch. McAllister didn't play that well. On the other side, there was Slot that didn't start Wirtz. He started Szoboszlai Cam, then he switched Szoboszlai to right back. Connor Bradley didn't have a great game. Like it was both sides, in my opinion. It was good management on Maresca's side and bad management on Slot.
Sack his ass. That's all I'm saying.
It's just a shell of their former selves. Like you're looking at Salah too. Salah coming off the season that he had. Every game it seems the same. He plays too far out wide. He's not involved in the play. Like it's very frustrating to watch, especially knowing how many goals and assists this guy put up last season. And it's almost like it needs to be like curated for him. The play needs to be curated. Like they never really played on that right side.
I said it before the season that Salah wasn't going to be good.
But it's not that he wouldn't be good.
Last
like,
season,
I could have
saw it trail off. This wasn't unexpected.
But I could have expected a dip in form compared to last year because last year he's never reached those heights. So yeah, it's fair to assume that he'll do a bit less than that. But for this, like to drop this much for me is like unprecedented. Like it's unexpected in my opinion.
It was also form. Like I don't think Liverpool nor Salah is going to be bad for the whole season.
I hope not because
They have a 2-week break. They have a 2-week break now. It goes the same for every team. But when they come back, I mean the thing with Salah though, like forget Liverpool. Sure, they'll be better and they'll be good. But Salah has like a month or so from a month and a half, and then he's straight to AFCON.
True, yes,
which breaks up his season even further. Salah might actually end the season with like fucking not even 20 GA.
It's a little
hope not.
egregious for Salah standards.
It is egregious, but they're really not clicking. Well,
They were talking about this guy like he was in the Henry Rooney conversation.
Definitely is in the Henry
Definitely
conversation,
is.
but whatever, yeah.
Would they drop a season like this? I don't know.
Yeah. Verts
Just asking the question.
didn't have a great game as well, so like I don't know. There's a lot of question marks around those transfers still.
But on the Chelsea side, I mean, even in this, the center back crisis going forward is also a problem because
For sure.
what are the injuries?
Well, Chalobah's back next game.
Chalobah's back, but that was a suspension, right?
Yeah,
Colwill gone.
out.
What are the other?
now is out.
What is-
Colwell. You said Colwell.
Yeah.
Olsen.
Tosin, what
but
is
they might be getting him back. Like we're not sure about the
recent injury?
severity of the recent injuries. But look, it's gonna be another top 4 battle year for Chelsea. That's what their season's gonna be. So, if Chelsea fans, if you're happy with that after 3 billion spent or whatever the fuck,
Why do you say only top 4?
because
Like, what do you mean?
That's what it's gonna be. Like Chelsea are not competing for a title this year. They're not ending on 80+ points.
What changed in the 6 weeks that we just saw? 7 weeks.
We see that they're vulnerable and nothing has changed from last year. This is a good result, sure, but then you go against a Man United team who has looked pretty fucking dog shit. You go and drop you lose 2-1. These guys, for
Get a
some
red card.
reason, they got the red card 3 games in a row. Like at that point, that's just indiscipline. That's not.
But that's what I was saying. Like Maresca, at this point, it's not his fault that these players are getting red cards. It goes on to the players.
No.
Bro, the
But you
red
teach
cards that they
level of
got.
discipline off the
Bro,
pitch.
Robert Sanchez, that game where he was just coming out to get the ball. That's
Okay,
like-
but that's an instruction by the coach to go and get that ball.
oh my God, he's Robert Sanchez just didn't catch the ball. He caught the body.
Okay, so he doesn't catch the body. The player goes around him and scores a goal. Then that's an issue by the coach also, that your goalie, you either signed in a goalie that was too aggressive.
That's hypothetical. He could have also gotten the ball,
Yeah, but you don't
He didn't
funnel
get the
play.
ball.
You funnel, like
but he
some-
could have gotten the ball. Just like you said, he could have gone around and scored a goal.
But he
I'm using a hypothetical against you.
The player was gonna go and score a goal, so he took out a player that was going to go score a goal.
At the end of the day, it was a red card that changed the game. Same thing with Man United.
But it
Chelsea
would have
beaten you.
The options in that situation for Robert Sanchez is Man United 1-0 or red card 0-0.
But you don't think about that in the
Man
split
United
second.
won
that
nil.
you're
I
tracking the
agree.
It
ball.
wasn't even against Man United.
It was against Man United.
It was against Man United.
Yes. So
the Chalobah red card too. That was
okay, that
on
one.
Chalobah.
Yeah, sure. But also, once again, if you want to play front foot defending, your center backs need to be aggressive. And obviously, once again, Chelsea just should have bought either more center backs or not have sold their center backs and get them.
Then you would have
Or it's easy
criticized
to
that
say
they
when
spent more.
5 of them get injured.
Yeah.
It's easy
But
to
then
say
your
that.
team would have been in the title race.
But how many fucking center backs you want?
Bro,
to get?
Chalobah is not a world class player. You shouldn't be starting for a team like Chelsea.
Chalobah's a top.
We're
He's a
about
top
to
20. He's a top 20 center
We're
back.
about
in
to
the
go.
league, guaranteed.
Barcelona just lost 2 games this week. We're probably about to go and rip their defense a new one because they're starting players like Eric Garcia at the back, which for a Sunderland, Eric Garcia might not be bad, but for a Barcelona, Eric Garcia is an obvious glaring hole that every manager that you're coming up against will say target him. So
He's
all
actually
these center backs other than Colwill are all dog shit. They're all dog shit. Reece James looked better than every other center back that they have.
I think you have the negative goggles on. They fully healthy. They shouldn't have a center back problem.
So Tosin and Colwill's good enough to win the league.
Cole's good.
Tosin and
Colwill's
Colwell.
good. Tosin's not good enough. Do you see the center backs that people are pulling up with in the Premier League?
But Tosin would be what? They're like.
But
Tosin's their second center back.
at the end of the day, like
yeah.
aren't we ripping Liverpool right now? And they have Van Dijk and Konate.
100%. But I also
So-
don't. I personally, I don't see Liverpool's defense being an issue. Personally, like I see
I see
more
it bad.
the attacking. It's just nothing's linking up top.
But
Like,
defensively,
nothing.
this is like miles worse than last season. Last season, you went up versus Liverpool
Yes,
and you're
but I don't
not
think
scoring
it's
a
bad.
goal.
Like I don't think it's bad.
I'd be curious to see how many goals they conceded last season because, bro, it's night and day.
But you're gonna
Like Frimpong was a stupid
because
purchase.
last year you're talking about like a legendary defense that would get like clean sheets fucking a lot of the time.
I know Trent's gone, which is like definitely a big
Like-
But these games are ultimately lost because of bad defending and good attacking on the other side. Like they lost 1-0 to Galatasaray.
Caicedo scored a wonder goal. Like let's also like outline
He is-
what happened.
He is world class. At the end of the day,
100%.
these world class players score
But-
wonder goals.
100%. But I wouldn't say that's necessarily bad defending. Like if you were to go against this Chelsea team and game plan that you leave a long shot open to Caicedo, you would say I take that. Like if before the game you said the best chance Chelsea would get would be a long.
He does
Caicedo
score some
long
wonder
shot.
goals though.
Yeah, 100%. But the odds of him scoring that are low.
well, McAllister lost them. Like I think it was.
It's true.
It was McAllister, right? He was chasing him.
Yeah, and he kind of
He kind of got pushed off the ball.
fished.
Yeah,
That's
and-
the word.
But it's not like, okay, the last minute goal was the last minute goal, whatever. Estevão got a wide open net somehow. But before that, it's not like Chelsea got any clear grade A chances.
But you could say the same thing about Liverpool then.
But that's why my issue is up top. It's not the defending.
For who?
The game was there for the taking for Liverpool. They could have easily won
Yes.
this game. They fucked up. That's because their mismanagement, their players didn't show up that day. So for me, it's more of a personnel question for Liverpool and Chelsea's quality. Like, sure, they beat Liverpool, but I don't see it as being the top drawer game. Like, I think this game missed a lot of quality. It was a
That's crazy
dogfight.
to me.
I didn't see that much good quality.
I disagree.
We'll see. These games that's sometimes how many times aside from like Arsenal, because Arsenal will probably consistently give those performances even versus the big boys, but they end up being like that with the top in the Prem, like when they play.
Yes,
versus each
but
other.
when I came up against Arsenal, when Man United came up against Arsenal in the first game of the season, we got a lot of shots, and they were all long shots. But we got like 20 of them. But good luck trying to get in behind that defense. You stand no chance. Arsenal are en route to drop like one of the most. It's almost like
They've conceded 3 goals.
This must have been what it felt like to play against Chelsea when they allowed fucking like 12
that
goals or whatever.
Mourinho season.
Because
Yeah, it's solid.
you go in knowing that your only chance of scoring is a long shot.
or a corner or something.
Yeah,
that's
like it's
difficult.
not.
The
You're not
stroke of
scoring.
luck.
You're not getting a breakaway against Arsenal. It just doesn't happen.
You don't really dribble past.
The only chance we had at a breakaway was Cunha dribbling half the team against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So it's like
Like tactical setup and
Individual
amazing defenders.
exactly. But that's the level that we're talking about to compete for the Premier League. We're not talking about Tosin.
But you could get away with a good tactical setup with mediocre players.
I disagree.
You could.
Not in the Premier League.
You could.
Not in other leagues, sure. Not in the Premier League.
Anyway, let's get to the other games because we have 2 more in the Prem that we want to talk about. Next up, we're not going to go too in depth. We talk about United every week, but United win 2-0 versus Sunderland. Aside from Šeško having probably his first like very solid game this season, it wasn't that different from other weeks.
You're right. United played well and we won the game this week. Just the result changed. The Brentford game was obviously fucking terrible. That one was just inherently terrible. Now we only have, in my personal opinion, we have 2 bad performances this year. I would put Grimsby and Brentford as the 2 bad performances.
But
Every
you
other
can-
one I think was actually pretty decent or good. Once again, results. Managers are rated on results. So I'm still skeptical. I'm still, right now, if you can go get a top-class manager, you go get a top-class manager, in my personal opinion.
Remember we spent 45 minutes talking about Xavi last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's already upgraded him to, if you could.
Is
but-
Xavi a top class manager?
I wouldn't mind, once again, I wouldn't mind Xavi interim.
But is he?
He's not top class. I wouldn't say top class.
So you don't want Xavi anymore.
Did you hear what I just said? Once again.
I feel like he's
But
very
it's-
right to say what he said.
No,
you just
because
said-
I literally just said
said-
I would take Xavi as an interim, but like that doesn't mean that, oh my God, like you should. I'm right now. I want results. Results are what matter. I don't give a
I know.
fuck about who's manager. I
But
don't
then
give a fuck.
What do you tell us about the XG table every day?
Once again, am I speaking a foreign language?
No, because you're getting caught up in all the stupidities you say.
But
You talk about results.
That's funny. Come on.
Results matter,
can't
but
be
you talk
serious.
about XG every fucking day.
exactly. But do results tend to follow XG?
Stop.
Stop, sir.
If a team is doing well on XG, do results tend to match? It might
Hopefully, but not all
there
the
might be
time.
small spurts.
We're actually living in the fucking matrix, me and you, every time we have a conversation. And I always answer with, I think people tend to, if they're overperforming or underperforming, they tend to continue doing that all season. Because we saw that last season. Cunha and Mbeumo overperformed XG all season. Eze underperformed XG all season. Teams underperform or overperform consistently. It's consistency in the inconsistency.
But once again, your literally your logic, okay, is that everything must regress back to the mean. So we must regress back to the mean, no?
I think the mean here is a bit lower than.
You're
The mean is right now on expected points we're 4th in the Prem. But whatever. Once again, you say we speak about United every week. No, you want to only choose to speak about United every single time we lose. You want to speak about United.
Bro, fucking gloat about it. What was
Bro.
good about it? Bruno was ass. Your team
can't
was
be
all right.
serious.
You played Sunderland.
Team was
Well,
all right. We dominated the
Sunderland's had
game.
good form.
Sunderland did not have one chance the entire game.
I fucking
if
hope
Arsenal
so.
dropped this performance, you're going in, oh my God, look at Arteta.
We would
He
not be
dropped
talking
one of
about
the
Arsenal.
best
Because
games
I didn't want to write down
ever.
Millie. Confirm. I didn't even want Millie.
Why are you looking at
Millie? Firms wasn't here, but I didn't even want to write down Arsenal 2-0 to West Ham because for a team that deserves to win those games,
I
you're not
agree.
supposed to talk about it.
I agree, 100%.
It's a fucking 2-0
I don't think
West
we
Ham.
should speak about Arsenal 2-0.
Okay, so we're not talking about United 2-0.
But once again,
So what are
you
you talking
only,
about then?
you
We
only
have a
want
podcast to do, so we're gonna talk about
you
it.
only want to speak about United when we lose. Then now today we win. It's we're not going to spend much time on this. It's United.
I don't remember speaking about Milan Lecce.
because Milan Lecce is irrelevant. No one
this one is.
no one listening to this
mighty
podcast right now
Sunderland.
gives a fuck about Milan Lecce.
I just gave you the floor. Gloat about this 2-0 win. What are you gonna talk about?
we played well. There's not much to say. Like we played well.
That's what I just said. There's not much to say.
So, but okay, I can go. We can find talking
Go,
points.
go.
But then you're gonna be like,
Go, glug, glug.
This is irrelevant to the
Who are you gonna glug
conversation.
glug? Who are you gonna glug glug?
is funny.
Sheshko played well.
Entertainment.
I said it.
Ahmad played well. And Mbuemo Ahmad, this was the first game of the season where Mbuemo Ahmad on that right side actually had decent connections, and you looked, oh my god, they actually like,
They're like Kobe Shaq.
even the Sunderland manager after the game was like,
Thank God I didn't put water in my mouth.
what?
I don't know.
Sunderland manager. Now he's the oracle. What?
He played
played him.
against him.
Okay. Imagine if I no. Imagine if I said, even though Lecce manager said
But
Pulisic scored a brace that was really good.
Lecce's
the
fucking.
funniest
You have to
podcast.
understand. You're not talking about the same level. Sunderland in Serie A is 7th place or 8th place.
That's crazy.
Like you're not talking about the same.
Had decent form so far in the
Bro,
Prem, so.
Sunderland was 4th place going into the weekend.
Okay.
But you guys are treating like us beating Sunderland's like
So do you think Sunderland should be a top 4 team in the Prem?
Okay, no, it's just that you know they're on good
I'm
form.
actually
You
I'm
know they're
getting
on good
rage
form.
baited, bro. I'm getting rage
I think
baited.
this is a good
I mean-
result. Like
I mean-
there's a lot of people, especially like listen, we could talk about FPL too. A lot of people on FPL.
We're
decide to
picking
pick
up Sunderland players.
Because of
This guy
Defcon.
picked up
No.
Alderete.
It's defensive contributions.
Well,
The
no, it was
Reggie
more just
Lebris.
like,
Because they're
I
a
picked up-
defensive
I picked
team.
up Xhaka too. I'm like, okay, let's see.
So
Why
pick
did
up
you-
Burnley players against Man City. Fuck
They-
it.
they don't get
Let's do
defensive
it.
Why did I
contribution
pick
as
up,
many as
why did I pick up
Sunderland.
Alderete? You know why I picked him up? Because
Because-
he said DEFCON's like 88%
Yeah.
of the weeks, and he's going up at United, which they sustain pressure attack.
So if Alderete was playing Liverpool, you would pick him up as well.
yes.
You should say, yeah, okay, that was.
Stop the cap.
Brother,
He's gonna be
this is-
back.
I mean,
on-
why?
You're
You
acting
would
like I
drop
don't pull
Xhaka?
up.
He's gonna be
You would
back
drop
on
Xhaka,
waivers
Millie?
next week.
If the next game it's Sunderland versus Man City, yeah, I'll fucking consider it.
So why'd you even consider him in the first place?
Because Manchester United, I'm like, okay, it might be an everyone needs game for Sunderland. They're on good
You
form.
thought Shaka would score a goal.
Oh my God. Okay,
No, but it might
Okay.
actually get an assist. maybe.
Lamin's debut, he was actually very good. I'm not gonna go over the
First
top
clean
and
sheet of the
glaze. Exactly,
did he face a shot?
Yeah, he faced the.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
bro. Like
Crazy.
No, Lamens was good.
Lamens was
Good-
actually
good
very
distribution.
good. And because I was stuck in the Bayandira Onana penitentiary, I don't think I've actually watched a goalie like actually know what he's doing on the ball for a little like I'm not saying he
On
was,
Manchester United,
I'm not
though.
saying he was amazing. Like I'm not saying like
That's
it
next
was a
week.
good performance.
That's next week that he's amazing.
It was a good performance. Now he got called up to the Belgian national team. He'll get to learn off of Courtois a bit, like 1 week or two, you know.
Courtois
Then-
region, they're saying.
No, that's Jack.
Yeah,
that's what Xerximi Rolling is
Yeah.
saying.
There's a reason why he's
Hey,
close to
Barbara,
last.
you get mad at
FPL.
Jack for saying that.
Yes, because bro, you're
takes
you're
it to
literally
another level.
opening it to rage. Like you're literally opening it to
You know,
rage.
if he
bait.
drops in his stinker,
because
I'm
if
sending
he
you a
drops
picture
a
of Courtois.
stinker, if he drops a stinker,
save that.
Jack, the issue is Xerximi Rolling. He can say all this shit, and there's no flack for it. I
Endure
listen on this podcast on Sunday. I come in, and then let's say Lamin drops a stinker. Man United fans are saying he's baby Courtois.
Yeah, you deserve it.
No one said that.
I'm asking ChatGPT, create me a photo of Courtois. You know, like the little chicken and the big T-Rex of Courtois and Lamens.
Bro, like it's whatever. He started well. I think it was just a solid performance from minute 1 to minute 90. Like it's reassuring knowing the team can do this. Now it's about doing it weekly. And I think Amram spoke about that also in his press conference. He knows the team can do good performances. It's more about stringing them together. Even Mason Mount said it. Like when we beat Chelsea, we thought, okay, yeah, this could start like our string. And then lost against Brentford. It's like every loss is like a reset in the locker room. And I don't think that's the way it should be. I think this is the I'm not saying this is the bar, but like now this should be like our minimum standard now. It's built off of this. I think going into Liverpool, this was a good result to have. I think the players will have. I'm not saying they're going in expecting to crush Liverpool. That's just fucking
Score
stupid
prediction.
to say. A draw. I'm actually gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for 1-1 or 2-2.
Interesting.
Just had to get that on camera. All right. The next matchup. Millie, you like that?
Very. Sheshko had a good game. Well,
Sheshko
He did have a good game. He did have a good game.
His first
link up.
I would say his second good game, but maybe his first. Like the last game was more. Yes, he scored, but he sometimes fucked up a bit on the ball. This game, he was actually like probably the best striker performance I've watched at Man United in the last like 2 years because of Højlund. So,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Bar's low.
The bar is in fucking hell.
Bar's low.
Next up, not going to talk about it too long. Arsenal beat West Ham 2-0, but the takeaway, Arsenal is top of the table. And honestly, overall, aside from maybe Gyökeres, which I'll make a comment about in the next 2 minutes, but Arsenal look very good. They look very solid.
It was a very, very safe performance. It was
Saka, though,
status quo.
I don't know how healthy Saka is. Because he's supposed to, like, it's all about load management, and they want to rush him back and whatever. That's why we bought the depth and all that stuff. But I don't know if it's just me, but any other Arsenal fan can let me know. Saka doesn't look like he did at the beginning of last season. He still looks a little bit slow. Maybe it's just reintegration, but that's just me.
Overall, I think though Arsenal look dominant
Yeah.
in every facet, even scoring wise. I mean, defending, we all know they've always been good, but this is like I feel like they added the cherries that they needed on top of the cake, and now it's like a pretty fucking good team.
Right now, they're the most consistent team in the Premier League.
Do you see much of a difference from last season though?
I do.
A little bit.
I disagree. I think last year at this point Arsenal had won more games than I think at this point. I don't think they had 2 losses at this point last season. Like Arsenal last year at this point were even more dominant, and we're acting like I'm not.
But
This is
Arsenal
not the
don't have 2
sugarcoat.
losses. They have
Arsenal,
1 loss.
Arsenal, I think have played the best in the league so far.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm not sugarcoating it, but this is a weak West Ham team.
Yeah,
they do
for
have
sure.
some performances in there that are not absolutely dominant. Like there's still questions for me.
Well, against who?
Because-
Against Man United, they did not deserve to win that game.
Sure, but
I mean,
Forget if
Turn it
you
into a
think
draw.
that Man United deserved to win. I'm not saying that.
sure, turn it into
wasn't
a draw.
an Arsenal
but
win.
Arsenal have 1 loss, and it was to Liverpool.
Okay,
Which is
that's where
the
my
only,
question
the
marks
only
stand
team,
in
the
big
only
games.
team you're allowed to drop points to. In my
I
opinion, if you're
disagree.
Arsenal, the only team you're allowed to even drop points to is Liverpool at this point.
And a Man City draw that they celebrated like a win.
Okay, rage bait aside, they beat Newcastle.
Rage
Yeah,
bait.
they-
What rage bait?
Every other win was comfortable. Even in the Champions League.
But my question,
They've conceded 3 goals.
My question mark are for the big games, because you can name all the results there in the big games where it's Liverpool lost, Man City draw, Man United should have drawn. Like in the big games,
You talk about facts, but then you don't say they beat Arsenal. They beat Man United.
They didn't beat. You know their performance was fucking dog shit. So stop.
Are we talking about
stop
results or
coming
we're
to
not talking
me.
about
Against
results?
West Ham, my question marks are against Arsenal, are not against West Ham. They're not against the West Hams. They're not against the Nottingham Forest. They're not against Burnley. I know you guys are gonna cream fucking those teams. It's against the Liverpools, the Man Cities, the top teams in the league, where the Gyökeres up top, where you're getting no supplying. You're supplying him with nothing. Forget nothing. You're supplying. He can't even do anything with what he's given. Arsenal just the against West Ham, yes, you have the quality to go and destroy them even when you're not playing particularly well. But against a Man City or a Liverpool, you don't get away with those performances.
Sure, and that the results have shown that. Well, not the City game, because you want to talk about hypotheticals. Sure, it should have been maybe a draw versus Manchester United. Even a loss, you can say. But versus City did literally nothing for 65 minutes.
they were sitting back for.
They scored. It was
And then they
1-0
did and then it was consistent pressure for literally 60 minutes.
because they did nothing. Arsenal had to score. They literally were up 1-0.
But bro, if you look, forget the stats, just watch the game. Bro,
Exactly, game state.
That game could have been an Arsenal win.
yeah, but
No,
you
it
think,
couldn't have. You waited till the last minute to score the game.
But it's unlike for like someone like Pep to sub off Haaland and put a Nico Gonzalez on.
100%. But you're telling me right then that Arsenal should have won that game.
I think, yeah.
Okay? So
You run
now
that
revisit the podcast, and I'm sure your opinion was different. Revisit the podcast of that game, because game state needs to be taken into account. We can't just sit here and look at stats. Yeah, sure. Look at all the stats you want.
I'm pretty sure I had said that Arsenal deserved to at least tie. Like that was a
Tie
given.
is sure, maybe they deserve to get back into the game, maybe, but at no point did Arsenal ever deserve to win that game.
If City don't, I know City did score first. If City don't score first, if you run that game 10 times on that
Hypothetical.
exact day, but you're not allowed, you use hypotheticals.
I'm not using hypotheticals. They
do.
drew the game.
You
They
do.
they
We all
literally did
consistently
not
use
outplay.
hypotheticals.
It was 1-0 for 70% of the game.
Pep, since when does Pep just like close up and run into a shell.
So do you win the
for
game
80
because
minutes.
Pep did that, or do you actually win the game for scoring a second goal?
We drew versus Manchester City.
I think yeah,
The
there's
fourth
for
place in
sure.
the Prem, we drew versus them.
I
be better.
in my head, I still think I have doubts on Arteta. Like you said, in big games, there's still question marks. But what I'm saying is that the team that they assembled is pretty exceptional. Like they have no flaws. You could bring up Gyökeres, sure, but at the end of the day, they're still scoring goals, and he will get scoring eventually. We know he could score goals.
You could
He
bring
won't
up those
score,
winger positions like.
I see no
question mark
flaws in
of
this
depth.
team. Really,
I don't know.
even
like,
after bringing in Eze.
I don't think
Eze's
Eze's
not a winger.
played particularly well.
I
find-
like Eze at the
I
left
find
wing.
he's
He's
been
gonna
very
figure
good.
out. Arteta's gonna figure out where he needs to play. It won't be
Yeah,
where
it'll
Saka
take time.
plays on the right.
But
It'll
you know,
be
but you
more
know he's not
inward.
playing at 100% what he could.
He
right now.
looks pretty fucking good. He looks pretty good.
I don't think
He's not playing touchline. He's playing kind of like just slightly more central. I like where Eze plays. Gyökeres, I said it today. I watched the whole game, paid attention to Gyökeres. Gyökeres is not a good player. That's it. He's a better player than Havertz because he actually knows where a striker should be on the pitch. He allows the rest of the players around him to be optimized. But Gyökeres himself, on the ball, his first touch is not good. He turns like a truck. He's not necessarily fast. Sure, he's physical, but that's lucky. It's an agenda switch.
It's an admittance.
Sometimes you gotta put your hands up. I watched enough of him now in the Premier League to know, bro. That brother is not, and he won't get there. He won't get there.
No, I disagree. I think he's been absolutely abysmal, but there's a reason why he scored all those goals. And I think obviously joining a new team, there's a transition stage, and Arteta is not treating him. He's not putting him in the best place to score those goals.
That's true.
But I do think
But
he
a
has
good
been
striker
horrible.
figures it out. Ekitike would have 5 goals right now if he was in.
But Ekitike is a different player. He's better at link up. He's better at certain
That's
things.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't make Gyökeres a bad player.
We shouldn't have to
He is
change.
a bad player, but
Gyökeres is not a good footballer in the Premier League.
He might not be
if
good
you
for
give him
Arsenal.
a wide open breakaway, yeah, he'll finish it. How often are you gonna get wide open breakaways, bro? This is the Premier League. It's not fucking Portugal where Darwin
No,
Núñez
that's
is
because
better.
every team against
Some
Arsenal.
systems do give that. Chris Wood.
Chris
exceptional
Wood is
last
10
season.
times better player
That's
than
your
fucking
opinion.
Gyökeres.
Okay, I'm not going to start being crazy deluded like you. Chris Wood was in the perfect system for Chris Wood last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
That's
say,
why
at
we
least.
saw those stats. If Gyökeres was in the perfect system for him on a smaller Prem team,
What team is that?
what?
What team is the perfect system for him?
I don't know. Maybe he had
when
maybe
he's
if it's-
transition.
It
We've
would be a defensive ass team.
But maybe if a West
Yeah.
Ham, let's say, chooses all the fucking eggs in Gyökeres basket and
He'll
just
score a
funnel
12
and
or 13.
he'll have a fucking 18 goal season, a 19 goal season in the Premier League. Same way Chris Wood did. But on Arsenal, you can't mold the whole play around Gyökeres. Therefore, he's just going to be a guy that's going to look like ass to the eyes, but he allows the rest of the team to cook, which Havertz did not.
I don't know. It's
So Havertz did not get the best out of Saka. Havertz did not get the best out of all these players around.
What was the result?
Like I said at the beginning of the season, Arsenal will be severely better with Havertz and Marino up top than Gyökeres. I said this
I
at the
disagree.
beginning of the season. Arsenal are even less of a threat in CL now because of Gyökeres. Because now, in my personal opinion, this makes you less defensively solid in big games. Like, I don't know. I'm not a
sample.
I think
they haven't conceded a fucking goal in Champions League, and they've conceded 3 in the Premier
Who
League.
the fuck have they played? Stop with this bullshit. I'm getting
Olympiacos and
rage
Athletic
baited.
Club.
Exactly. I'm not talking about Olympiacos and Athletic Club. Put them in the Prem. They're fucking bottom
So
of the
what the fuck
relegation
are you
fodder.
basing it off of?
Get to the round of 16, the quarterfinals, play against a Bayern Munich, play against a Real Madrid. These fucking this Gyökeres thing won't work against
Bro, you're
good
such a
players.
hater that Gyökeres somehow becomes a reason for teams to score more goals against Arsenal. A striker makes us concede more.
So
that makes sense.
So when they played Bayern Munich, how many goals did they score? Bayern Munich scored. I'm
When?
talking about in CL like a couple years ago.
2 years ago.
Final?
Well, bro,
When
you're
I
acting
think
like
Havertz
that's
Two
won
not-
that
years
one.
ago.
Okay.
That team is relatively the same, I would say.
So
more or less.
PSG. Okay, what was the issue?
PSG couldn't score goals.
They're not going to score goals again.
Go see the starting lineup of that team.
Which
I'm
one?
curious. The PSG one.
The chances were there. We did a live stream. The chances were there. Dembele scored in the fourth minute, and they did nothing
I
for the rest of
remember.
the game.
It was Fabio.
Oh no, it was Fabian Ruiz. Dembele was against Liverpool.
Top 10
They show me the Arsenal
Dembele
team.
scored. In the first game, Dembele scored 1-0 in the fourth minute. Arsenal
Yeah, and then he sat back, and then it was a Donnarumma show for the rest
Arsenal
of the
got 1.63 XG, and Donnarumma stole the show. And the starting lineup, this was it.
Like you see, you're pulling up with Trossard, Martinelli, Marino,
All those players are
Lewis
still
Kelly, Kivior.
there. Well, Kivior, no.
Yeah, but they're
Martinelli's not a starter. Marino's not a starter.
starters.
Trossard honestly could start some weeks when Eze wants to get rotated
just-
out.
Marino's
It's just-
good, though.
You're not competing against top teams with that. Like,
Bro, like, come on, bro. They generated 2.9 XG in the second game versus PSG in the second leg.
A semi-final in Champions League, you're competing
scored
against
one
the
goal.
top teams, but
Bro, if we,
Marino.
I'm not even
Martinelli.
going to go into hypotheticals, but if Arsenal played Inter, it'd be a different situation over 2 legs last season.
I think we're playing this year. No, we're playing again. So
One game
Well,
We shall see.
Yeah, you guys played us one game last season, scored that pen, and then
at the
sat
San
back.
Siro, though. I think
That was terrorismo.
we did what we needed to do.
That was terrorismo.
a lot of teams seem to sit back against Arsenal, which is weird. I mean, they just let them play.
Arsenal can't really break blocks well, in my opinion.
Doesn't help with Gyökeres.
Saka
Yeah.
should be able to figure that out. Eze helps a lot with that.
Yeah.
Martinelli can't break a fucking block if he was in Minecraft, bro. The guy's ass.
No.
But I guess that's it for the Gyökeres hate. What else you want to talk about in the Premier League? There's a couple topics. Which one are we going to start with?
well, Ange not winning a single one of his first 7 games.
A little bit egregious.
You can low key. He has an argument for being the worst Premier League manager of all. Like single stint, worst manager stint of all time. I'm not kidding.
I can't, that's not possible.
There's Frank de Boer.
This is worse than Frank de Boer.
It's very possible. I think I don't remember exactly his record, but
He
yeah,
should.
this-
And it
every
was,
game has been a convincing loss with Ange. Like all.
Is it
7.
really his fault, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, he gave it.
This
it was,
team. This team almost made CL last year.
I know, but it
on
was
the final day they
But
missed
was it
it.
not? Did he not receive an already crumbling team?
Okay, sure. They finished 5th last season. So even if you get a crumbling 5th place team, you should be able to get them 10th.
When was he appointed?
He was appointed
7 games ago.
7 games ago, probably a month and a half ago.
Like there's no time. The Premier League's so competitive. There's no time to.
No, this one is a misfit. Like it makes absolutely no sense. You go from a super defensive manager to one that plays a high
just
line.
responding to is the worst manager ever in the Premier League.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
say the
always
worst
likes his
manager
extremes.
ever. I said the worst manager stint ever. It's the worst
Yeah.
manager appointment of all time.
Am I tripping or they've had hard fixtures? That didn't
No.
help either.
But the issue is that
They even lost in Conference League or whatever the fuck they're playing.
yeah,
Midtjylland.
the issue is that this was a conversation that was brought up last year as well.
They actually have had easy fixtures.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Nuno was on, when that whole spat happened near the end of the season last year, and it was like, okay, then they might bring in Ange. Like, you could, I think 6 months ago we had this
True.
conversation, and we said Ange is not a good fit for this. It was so very obvious and
What
clear.
4 guys on a couch can tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
Same thing with
If-
Ten Hag at Leverkusen.
Yeah,
When 4 guys
said
on a
that
couch
was
are warning you.
a very bad appointment, and then it ends up being a very bad appointment. Like it's kind of, it's very evident. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Very poor decision making by Marinakis, I'd have to say. But yeah, again, it's just and just put in an impossible position. I find like you're coming in no preseason. You just came in 3-4
But
game
also,
weeks
like-
in.
pieces together.
Like, yes, he won the Europa League with Spurs, but he did finish 16th or 17th with them.
Yeah.
And now you look at them under Thomas Frank and they look
They're
like
a top
a cohesive
16.
unit. Like, at what point do we start, like, saying Ange is low-key just a shit manager?
well,
He's like what would you even call it? Like he's so polarizing. It's either amazing or horrible.
He's
And it's been like that his
inconsistent.
whole career.
It seems like he's going to be playing himself out of another Premier League job. Like I don't
I'm
think
surprised he
he's
even
gonna
got a
try.
second one. To be honest,
I don't know. I think that Tottenham stint, like people kind of had, it was
He
controversial.
finished 16th
Yeah, but
with a team that's like Varvar said is currently
I low-key think they
Top
finished
four.
17th, actually, but yeah.
possible. You guys finished 15th,
15th, yeah.
and Wolves finished in between you. I think.
I think Tottenham were right above the relegation. Like, they were the last place
That's,
before relegation.
yeah, but that's inexcusable because that same team. Well, not that same team.
I think
Poodles
look,
and-
But still.
I don't for Nottingham you're actually really looking at relegation at this point. Like you should not.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a sack. Like you need to sack.
Oh,
him.
100%.
Well,
This
sack him
one-
before it becomes
Yeah.
relegation.
yeah.
But I think Marinakis is suffering from his own successes because they came into the league and became like a massive
He's
success so quickly.
He's a control freak. He probably like
He's very involved.
He made 5th and said, you know what, we can start playing attacking football. Like, no, bro, you're like.
Work.
I think there's a negative stigma nowadays against defensive football. Like, for some reason, defensive football is really looked down upon. And at some clubs, it makes sense. Like, Man United, it's kind of like in the club culture that you need to play attacking football, front foot attacking football. But in other clubs like Chelsea, I feel like Chelsea, playing defensive football is not frowned upon.
Yeah.
I feel like they're kind of changing the DNA of that club now with Maresca and stuff like that. But in the past, playing defensive football is kind of part of the DNA. So, like, he kind of didn't like the squad makeup, I think, and he tried to change it all over 1 year, which we know that doesn't work.
Signed to help this offensive
Zinchenko.
strategy.
Like, they brought in
But offensively,
Zinchenko.
who's their ideal front three going into the season? Chris Wood.
But they signed Igor
Enjoy.
Jesus. They signed Kalimundo. Like
Soldelang,
they have a big squad, bro. They have squad options. They have squad
manager
options.
will
Look at the
figure it
names
out
you're
with
saying.
this
This is
team.
the Premier League. Look at the names you're saying.
No, I think they have a good team.
Cali
Even
Wendell,
bringing in a
unproven
Douglas
as fuck.
Luiz is
Okay,
a good
sure,
signing.
you're saying unproven as fuck, but all these players
Dan and
before
Doy.
they joined the Prem were unproven.
Huh?
All these players before
and
they
Doy was
joined the
unproven?
Prem were unproven. Dan and Doy was unproven to some extent.
I don't know. It just seems
I like their team. Even Anderson, and I think
They have a
Anderson's
good
the
squad.
baller.
They have a good enough squad to finish 10th.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
completely.
they're not in relegation right now.
They're
very
what,
near.
15th or 16th?
Probably are in relegation, to be honest.
No,
Like,
they're not in a relegation spot.
In my
Yeah, they are.
opinion,
They're 17. They're just
Yeah.
above.
in my opinion, Sack and low-key Ange, the Celtic job might become available soon again, supposedly.
Very poor results.
Yeah,
for
go-
them.
go ruin
you
Celtic.
should just go back. Well, you go back to Celtic. Like he obviously has a fit there. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Bournemouth. But we were watching the Bournemouth Fulham game together, and we'll get to the Chukwueze hype a bit later.
Does he know he's not in Serie A?
But yeah, Semenyo's low-key been the best player in the Prem, or second best player in the Prem this season so far. Are you guys considering it form or world class?
I'm saying form. It's just too quick. We've had a lot of discussions about this, but
Depends what your standards are. If you think that he's going to be goal or assist per game, yeah, I agree, it's form.
well, he's on 6 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, but
pretty insane.
obviously this is form. Like, we don't need to. I'm not expecting next year Semenyo to be on the Ballon d'Or podium.
No, Manchester United is probably going to pay for like 75, 80 million for him.
Is this player not worth 75 million after this season?
That's form.
Depends
Yeah.
where Bournemouth.
And then go 007. Like,
Is
Hey,
it?
one
But
more-
is this
one-
player not worth 75 mil? Do you not watch this
I
player
think
right
so.
now and say he's worth
70 mil.
We just watched 60. We just watched Chelsea spend 60 fucking million on Jamie Bino Gittins.
But that's Chelsea. We know that they're overspending on like
here.
these
Take a
mid
deal that
players.
people aren't even considering bad. We'll take Xavi Simmons.
Kudus or Xavi
Simmons, okay?
Oh my god, bro!
Semen-
Simmons has been performing for multiple seasons.
Semenyo is better than Xavi Simmons. He's a better player than Xavi Simmons.
I think what we have here is Bournemouth being a good team. Semenyo is in a perfect tactical fit
I agree.
and on good form. He could become world class. I wouldn't say he's world class right now.
He's world class.
What does he?
World
what-
class means he's top 3 in his position, left winger.
That's not. So if I go look up in a dictionary what world class means, it's going to say top 3 in his position.
What is your position in?
Okay, so
what is
people
your
have different definitions of world class.
Okay, what do you guys?
Tell me yours.
You say top 3?
top 3?
I say
You
top
could,
3.
could reach it
What
to
do you
top
say?
5.
It depends
Yeah,
the
probably
position.
top 5.
It depends. It depends the crop of the like. If you go back a decade,
Just say
there
what your
were
definition
fucking
is.
15 center mids that were world class. There's probably 5 or
No.
10. Yes, there's 5 or 10 center mids back in the day that you would put right now, and they'd
But
be
don't
the
look
best
at-
center
don't look at
midfielders
historical.
ever.
Don't look at
And
historical.
right now.
Top 5, like world class means you're top 5 in your position. I don't. see
So
anything
now it
different.
moves back to top 5.
Top 3, top 5. I said you could reach it to top 5.
But you go back a decade, okay, center mids. Xavi, Modric, Iniesta,
It's
Cruz,
so easy to
Pogba,
do what you're doing right
Pirlo.
now. But that's in hindsight
there's
as
so
well.
many world-class
Yes,
players.
because in hindsight, you crush
When
everything
right now,
into
no,
one.
Yeah.
right now, you go strikers, there's way more than 5 world-class strikers.
Tell me them.
Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, Lautaro. If Lautaro's world-class.
Okay.
Where did Isaac
Yeah.
go?
His Isaac is world class, 100%. Isaacs world
Okay.
class. Like there's Lewandowski is world class. Like there's so many world class strikers.
That's
So
5 in my
it's-
opinion.
There's, That's sick.
And then there's some that are fringe world class.
Dembele, like you,
If you count him as a striker, yeah, he was a striker.
yeah, he was a striker. Like there's a lot of world class strikers. Like world class. Then you can start getting into like the more like 50-50 world class.
World class to me includes consistency over time. And Semenyo, sure, great right
Last year
now.
was amazing also. So
He was good last season, but now look at the rest of his career. I didn't follow him. Where was he?
Okay,
Bristol
but-
City, but
But there's players that get into their best at 25, 26 years old. Look at Mo
For sure.
Salah. Like Mo Salah only became
okay.
good
So
at
then
like
it goes to the
24,
next question:
25.
what is he world class at?
Finishing, his like
Good dribbler.
he's an insane dribbler.
I'd say he's elite at all those things. He's not world class at any of them. Mbappe is a world class dribbler. Haaland is a world class finisher. They have world class.
Lautaro's not world class at anything. then.
Exactly, he's not
Theoretically,
world-class.
He is world class.
To you.
Then so you say numbers over time. Lautaro literally has some of the best numbers over time that we've seen in the strikers in the
Ciro
last
Immobile
decade.
world class.
Ciro Immobile in his prime was world class. Yes, he won the fucking golden boot in Europe. He was obviously world class.
But yet you hate him on some days, and some days you glorify him. But whatever.
Just because you're world class, I hate Lewandowski as a player. I don't think that he's that good of a player. I can still recognize him as world class though.
To me, to be world class, you have to not just be in good form, and you have to have traits that are world class. That's what world class is. If you don't want to put a top 5 or a top 3 on it, at least have world class traits. Semenyo to me is just elite at everything you need as an attacker, which makes him upper tier elite. But world class should be a small pool of players, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he just needs to do a bit more at a higher level before he's in those conversations. I think what he's doing now is great. He's proving to be a very good asset. So can he be world class? I agree. I think Firm said he could be world class. I think he's definitely in that
If I
conversation.
ever hear you say Yildiz is world class, we're gonna be revisiting this conversation.
Yildiz is upper elite. Yildiz is upper elite.
Semenyo's better than Yildiz.
That's your
Semenyo's
opinion.
a lot better than Yildiz.
There's also
That's your-
different positions. Like,
There's different
Literally
positions. There's different
same
range.
positions.
I mean, I would say Yildiz is more of a cam.
Okay, you're talking about literal minute little differences.
No, but for me, like you could. I mean, Yildiz is more. You could say that he's a left wing. I don't know.
He plays
Feel like
better.
it's more of a cam.
I don't care about the position.
His best
I just,
position is on
I
cam.
just know that, like, you watch Yildiz. He
plays against worse competition, but go on.
Sure, but he does things that if he can consistently do them and versus big teams, then he'll be proved to be world class.
Did you not watch the Semenyo goal against Fulham where he dribbled the entire team and said, "Wow, that's not normal players."
Yeah,
to do."
Fulham do it like you said. When Yildiz has to do it versus big competition, Semenyo should have to do it too.
So exactly once again we
If he
should
does
not be
deliver,
speaking
bro,
about
he dropped a
world class.
masterclass versus Liverpool, even though they lost. But they dropped if you can, that was a world class performance. You do that shit enough, you're a world class player.
Bro, he's been doing it for a year and a bit, but whatever, it's okay.
It's so easy to look back when you're looking at it now. Like last season, why was nobody talking about Semenyo?
Everyone was speaking about Semenyo. He was linked to 60 million, 70 million pound move.
But we
this
weren't
summer.
saying he was world class.
I mean, obviously.
Cole Palmer, we said it in the first. You guys said in the first. I didn't. You guys said in the first season was world class. In the second season, world class. He was world class consistently.
And low key, Cole Palmer has fallen off in quotation marks to his
He's
standards. Like he last year he did not drop the season that he did past seasons. Does that mean he's not world class anymore? No, but numbers wise, he dropped off.
I don't care about numbers.
Yeah, but he also hit
Well, you do. You say
he also hit a
over
peak,
time.
a crazy peak. Like Cole Palmer in that first year was like top 30 Ballon d'Or
Exactly.
easily.
So if Semenyo, let's say, drops an insane season for some reason, he drops 35 or 40 goals and assists.
Then he could definitely be in those
Cole Palmer still a
conversations.
Ballon d'Or
I think
nominee?
that's crazy.
But
stats
then
that
he
you're
goes
pulling.
back down to 15 or 20. He's still world class.
Depends how the season goes. I personally think Bournemouth is just a good team and he's on form. He's perfectly in that team tactically and he's been performing. So if he could perform for the entire season, he could be world class.
Yeah, I agree.
Right now, is he world class? You say
I
so.
think it's great form.
Good form.
Jonathan David wasn't world class at Lille, but he fit perfectly into that system.
Okay,
Tabernacle.
okay, we've reached
Uncomfortable conversations.
we've reached an ultimatum here.
Oh boy. The precipice of an enormous crossroad.
He had insane underlying numbers, but he wasn't world class at anything on the pitch. Therefore, he wasn't world class. And Jonathan David still isn't world class.
Worse than Asana Diao, you're right.
Ask Ana Diao, yeah.
Whoever that player is.
Anyway, let's find something that me and Varver can finally agree on. Barcelona 1, Sevilla 4, and we're also going to throw in PSG with their C team beating Barcelona 2-1 as well. I don't know where we want to start with
A lot of narratives on this
the
one.
narratives.
Not a good day to be a cooler.
Yeah, couleurs are
Good
must
week,
be
actually.
ashamed. Must be very.
But the way they
ashamed.
celebrate their highs, they deserve the rippings when they're on the lows.
This we could start with the PSG one because that was chronologically that was the first one. That one I think there was a lot of criticism to that one because of the context. PSG's B team, however you want to put it, their top players weren't playing.
Not even
Yeah.
the B team. The B team got subbed out for the C team.
That was later on in the game, yeah. But yeah, Barcelona didn't do enough there. Defensive woes, defensive errors, like that was the big glaring factor.
And the last minute error.
Last minute error as well. So going into the Sevilla game, to see 4-1 and a lot of defensive errors like this is just compounding on that whole issue. So I think are there alarm bells? I think there are definitely, but I feel like the alarm bells have been going on since even last season with the defense. So I don't know what you guys are seeing from Barcelona fans, but like I feel like this has kind of been a conversation for a while now.
Conceding 4 goals, look, the PSG went 2-1. The system just prevailed. The PSG, Luis Enrique's system just prevailed in that sense. I don't think Barcelona did anything especially well. But
that first 20 minutes,
they just
good.
got caught. They got caught lacking in the last minute,
PSG
where
take
their line was
advantage.
too high, and
Bro, PSG pulled up with their fucking C team. They shouldn't.
No,
I know,
their
but it was
defense-
played today versus Lille. I don't know if you saw that
Yeah,
lineup. That was actually their CT.
Like defense, you still had Nuno there. You still had like Zabarni
Yes,
played
obviously
very
they
very
still
well.
had, it's like Chelsea versus Liverpool. Liverpool should have gotten a win.
yeah,
Like Barcelona should have won that game with the lineup that PSG pulled up with.
No, on
They
paper,
should have won that
on
game.
paper, they should have won.
Bro, they pulled up with Mbaye to play Barcelona.
I know, and I'm saying on paper Barcelona should have won, but after that first 20 minutes where Barcelona Yamal had some flair, was able to break past Nuno, I feel like they figured them out. Like PSG played their game very well. Barca played into them.
Last year, you're watching Barcelona and you're saying, "Holy shit, this team's kind of unstoppable." This year, it's like, bro, this team is so stoppable. Like, I don't know what to like.
Well,
Imagine
no,
no
actually,
Rafinha.
bro, they were looking this season. We're looking.
bro, I
fucking
just
insane
watched
until-
Alexis Sanchez score on them in 2025.
yeah, but yeah.
The problem is that they conceded 4 goals to Sevilla. That's the problem. A team that I put number 1 in my power ranking should not be conceding 4 goals to Sevilla.
Well, I mean, the first issue was putting them number 1 in your power ranking.
Yeah, well, you put them what 3, 4? Okay, that's you. You guys put them.
Yeah, I put
3
them-
or 3.
Bro, we
3.
might be revisiting that. That was 4 without even a loss. We might be revisiting
Yeah,
this.
so you're fucking stupid. That's all you are.
No.
4 without even a loss.
Yes, because the teams I put above them didn't lose either, but they showed a lot more in those performances.
Did you put Liverpool
No,
above
Barca
Barca?
lost the game.
No, I didn't.
Barca lost the game.
So
That was my
Yeah.
reasoning. I think I put Real above them.
I had Real above them. I had
Liverpool
lost 5-2
PSG.
last
Oh no, actually, I might have had Liverpool above them.
You definitely did.
I had Liverpool.
There's no way
when-
you put
when-
them 4th and you don't have Liverpool.
I don't
above.
remember, but I definitely had Bayern Munich above them, and I had
PSG.
PSG, definitely.
It was definitely 3 or 4. But
Yeah,
but yeah, no. Again, they didn't do anything this summer after Inigo Martinez left.
That was a huge loss.
And that
Bigger
came out of
than
nowhere.
everybody expected. I
That came
think.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bigger than everyone expected, bro. Every single person,
Oh, brother,
even
he was
us
the
in this
commander.
podcast, we were saying, but bro, what's Barcelona's defense this year?
Yeah.
They're gonna be absolutely dog shit defensively. But then everyone was just like, well, I don't know what the fuck I just said there, but then everyone was just like, oh, Flick's gonna figure it out.
No,
Like second season.
we surely didn't.
Oh,
say that.
I didn't say that. I was
I didn't
hoping,
say
I was
that.
praying on their downfall. But
Araujo, Kubarsi.
it was more like
Araujo was terrible.
Like you just assumed that Barcelona will outscore their problems.
Yeah, you score 3, we score 4.
Yeah, I think I did hear that
Yeah.
in a couple places.
Yeah, no, it was.
Outscoring thing.
But
But then
from-
you have
Yeah.
have Rafinha and Yamal being out. Then you
Yeah.
can outscore your opposition.
Yamal, bro, we got to figure out this pubic injury, bro. If you need any help in the pubic area, bro, I got you.
Excuse me.
Fresh 18, crazy,
insane work, insane work.
crazy work.
But yeah, no, it just highlights it again. It was just beating on an open wound with the Sevilla loss. But do you think they could kind of fix their issues for the next like once the international break finishes? Like, I don't think so. I don't know. We're gonna have to just see.
I think full health. They're like, I don't know actually what happens to Rashford. I guess Dani Olmo doesn't play.
Dani Olmo
Rafinha
has not
Cam,
been good.
Rashford left wing, Yamal right wing.
I've been. If it was just one Coulair, I wouldn't even pay mind to it. But now 2 Coulairs have come up to me saying Rashford is shit. How? He's the only one fucking scoring in your team.
Barbara Bernat has an agenda against
Might have to tune in.
Rashford.
I think it's just because he's not used to the way that Barca plays, and
He's the only one scoring.
yeah, but that's with like we said, Yamal is not there. Ferran Torres is playing up top.
I don't understand the one. First of all, Barbara Bernat. The one specific performance he brought up was against Newcastle, and he said, "Bro, that he was fucking dog shit. He literally won you the game single-handedly."
I don't know. That's something Barcelona fans would
Yeah.
know better, but I still think like Pedri's still performing at least. Like
Yeah.
the midfielders are still doing well. It's
He's
more
carrying. It's a
Yeah.
carry job right now, unfortunately.
for me. It's like just I think it's tactically the issue because you could figure it out with maybe a lower back line and you still play Araujo and Kubarsi, but like at this point you're playing catch up every single time. The Sevilla goals were all counterattack. Like you're getting caught up with like we said, Inigo Martinez was pivotal for this defensive high line. So
Yeah,
I think Inter showed everyone the blueprint on how to beat them. Also, Goncalo Ramos scored against them.
Yeah.
And after the game, he brought in a cool little analysis on like what he used. I don't know if you saw it.
the Harry Kane.
Yeah. So Harry Kane scored a goal against Barcelona in the round of 16, or I'm not sure which one he
it
played
was
in
a
a
group
group stage game
yeah.
or whatever.
It was a banger.
And he watched it.
Rafinha hat trick, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember,
Yeah.
but he used that as an example that Barcelona play their high line, so they push up as high as possible. You as a striker, you shouldn't care about the high line. You should even stay in your natural position, because then when a winger beats someone one-on-one, you're gonna be behind the ball
Yeah.
in front of the defensive line, though. So you're gonna get a tap in each time.
Yeah.
So it's actually a benefit for you to stay offside originally. So you stay like 2-3 yards behind the offside trap that they're playing.
Yeah.
And then when one of your other players, let's say a pass goes in behind into your winger or something like that, and he's in behind the defense,
The whole line has to shift.
the
back.
whole you're technically onside because you're behind the ball.
Yeah, you're basically playing on the second pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which we saw it against Sevilla, where it's like the striker was just standing there and he was waiting for the
Exactly.
winger to pass and then cut back,
So
and it was an easy
I
goal.
feel like defensively this year, Barcelona could see a lot of teams set up that way. And
But that's if the defensive line doesn't work. And obviously we've seen with the injuries and stuff, like it's hard to make it work.
But
if it works, I think it's
obviously
it's good.
Inigo was a massive loss.
Yeah.
But I don't think Inigo even fixes this. This is just my personal
agree.
opinion. It's a hypothetical, but that's just a systematic, like.
Yeah.
agree.
I'd be curious to see how Flick kind of adjusts. to
Yeah,
that,
like why are we
'cause-
giving Inigo this like
Brother, he was
was
the
good,
leading
but-
force. I would say he was one of the more consistent ones in that whole team. I think he was more consistent than Kubarsi.
Yeah, but
and
you're
I think
saying on the-
he was way more consistent than Rajo and Eric Garcia and
you
anyone
can't
else.
find an Inigo Martinez on the market last summer.
I don't think they were able to
For a
bring
loan-
in new
for a
players.
loan-
Bro, they
deal.
maximized.
They
They literally after the Rashford
Loan
deal,
deal?
they maximized.
They couldn't
the
have done any.
registration.
Yeah, they couldn't have done any more.
That's what I'm saying after the Rashford deal.
They have no money.
They should have
to spend.
prioritized realistically
prioritized
another
that.
center back instead of Rashford. So
No, the thing is that I'm telling you the timeline. They signed Rashford. They still had Inigo Martinez. And then Inigo Martinez had this stupid clause in his contract that would allow him to go to Saudi for free. But why did they allow that clause in his... Like, they planned for Inigo Martinez to be in the squad. And then he ended up leaving for the bag. I think he left for Al Nassr or whatever. And then they're left with no money. They got no money for Inigo Martinez, so they can't even spend money to replace him. So it was
Sell
like
someone
just a
on
stupid...
deadline day.
Oh, they should have sold Araujo, but
I don't think anyone wanted Araujo.
I don't think he wants to leave. That's the issue also.
Yeah, because then he's gonna fall into irrelevancy if he leaves.
I probably shouldn't have been Inter or something.
He was terrible. He's been bad this season. So
He's a deep block defender. It's like
Yeah, he's
would
not
do
playing
good at
the
Juve,
system.
but it's just he's a deep block defender. He's like a Lacroix at Crystal Palace. Like you stick that guy in a high line.
one-on-one
You're cooked.
tracking back. This
No,
guy is
Lacroix's
not
fast
good.
enough to keep up with a high line.
Yeah, but he's
So
not
is
smart.
Araujo. But it's more the
Araujo's not slow.
Yeah.
He's just stupid.
Yeah, he gets reds.
Fucking El Salvador. Another one.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
The
it. I was,
both-
not,
the both
I was not
trying-
too far from home.
Both getting a
the
little
train.
full for him.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if we do want to go more into the rippings or.
Well, no, it's I'm sure
I got one more.
Flick definitely has to just understand
I don't think
whether
there's no emergency button or anything, but
No, I
Yamal and Rafinha need to be healthy.
Barcelona fans, get your noggins checked. Because midweek, after a 2-1 loss to PSG, I was seeing Eric Garcia comps on my
he
Twitter.
played good though.
Yeah, he did play good.
You lost 2-1 to PSG.
But he's been
C
been
team.
playing good. You can't stop bringing up this stupid narrative.
It's just like Chelsea.
If you play well, it doesn't matter.
You're acting
You're
like.
fucking Eric Garcia is dog shit.
But again, as I said, you could have a mediocre player, but in a good tactical fit, you can make it work.
Kiwior played
He's
well last
ass.
season in Champions League.
Kiever's a good player, though. I would say.
No, that's
But
that's why
Kiwior
they
or Garcia,
bro,
to me,
they
is the
shipped him
same.
to El Salvador.
Kiwior is way better than Garcia.
It's reactionary because he
It's
plays
not
at Arsenal, who's better defensively in
Not
these situations.
reactionary.
And also, Barcelona hasn't been that bad defensively. Like apart from these two games this season, go check. They have fucking four clean sheets.
They've kept clean sheets.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I think this is again reactionary because
It's
Obviously,
I
the
don't think so.
It is reactionary.
This has been a problem against big clubs,
this-
against big games, for the last year.
but
You sound like Arsenal fans.
The problem, no, obviously I'm not excusing this, but the problem is highlighted obviously when Barcelona is not scoring more than the opponent, which is Flick's game plan. Flick doesn't care if they score 5 goals against him, as long as his team scores 6.
yeah,
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it's
but,
not-
but
So
you
when you get
understand-
deeper in Champions League and you play good teams, and they do get the other team actually can score 7, you're gonna end up crashing out of Champions League.
I mean, that's what happened last year. But clearly, it took a summer generational performance to keep Inter in the game. And that could happen. But am I going to stand here and say Barcelona had a bad game against Inter?
There's no contingency plan. There, like for something like this, there's no contingency plan if you don't have a Rafinha or Yamal.
Yeah, and in that I agree
Bro,
with
like
you.
an
You need to
Arsenal-
be tactically
Yes,
flexible.
and he's not. He's
He's
just
not.
not.
An Arsenal, like the PSG last year, they didn't even leave you room to even make you think you could win the game.
PSG Arsenal?
No, I'm saying PSG, like just PSG specifically. Last year, they dominated you to the point where you didn't even have a chance to beat
That's
them.
not true. Like, yes, it's true, but for
Later
example,
on
against
into the
Aston
tournament.
Villa, like Aston Villa put up a fucking
Yeah,
good
Aston
fight.
Villa played well, but I'm saying like in most games, it's not like they played a high line. Like you just didn't even get chances. Donnarumma played well though in a lot of the games, but
Like the Arsenal stole showed on Donnarumma.
they don't win game when you
Because they're flexible, yeah.
when you
I agree with that.
When you get 20 chances but give up 10, you're leaving yourself open to lose the game. You could lose the game.
When you give up 20 chances, say it again?
No, when you get 20, but you give up 10, there's a possibility where the other team converts 2 of
You
those
ha-
10 and you convert 0 of your
You have a
20.
much better chance of winning the game if you get 10 chances but give up 0. Like
Yeah, that's the
it's-
Arsenal way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost.
You can't
I
lose
lost
the game if you give up 0.
Yeah, I know, but like then you must really hate the Zerbi because his philosophy is just
I don't want the Zerbi.
You don't like the Zerbi?
No.
That makes sense because his philosophy is I'm gonna attack because I don't know how to explain it, but it's the opposite of what you just said, where he'd rather create more chances than the opposing team and create good ones.
And that's fine in a league format. In a league format, I feel like that's better. In a Champions League, you're never going to go far because that's counterintuitive.
Well,
in a
there's
knockout format.
momentum. At the end of the day, like if a manager is not able to be flexible and sit back for a certain amount of period during the game before going maybe more possession based, like you need to be able to change your styles. If you stick to one, then look what happened at Amorim at Man United. He stick to his philosophy and there's problems to
He
it.
actually changed it up this week a bit, but whatever.
I don't find he did, but whatever.
Real Madrid on the other side actually had a good last couple of games. They won 3-1 versus Villarreal and 4-0 to Kairat. Basically, the big takeaway is a lot of people had a lot to say about Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso, maybe because of the Club World Cup or the start of the season, but are we underrating Real Madrid at the moment?
I don't know. I think, especially if you go back from the Champions League game before, like with Marseille, there was also like the conversation of maybe they didn't deserve to win. Like they also had poor results before these as well. Like I don't really think the tide fully turned. There's still conversations about that defense
5-2
as well.
against Atleti.
Yeah, that just happened the game before, or if I'm not mistaken. So like, yeah, Real Madrid looked good the last 2 games, but conversation still needs to be had. Kairat Almaty, for all intents and purposes, is not a top Champions League side. So 4-0 for them doesn't really surprise me. And then 3-1 versus Villarreal. Villarreal is a good team, but yeah, Real Madrid just got the better of them. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Still a lot of conversation.
Mbappe on the form of his life.
They haven't faulted. They haven't.
They have.
5-2 against Atleti is not faulted.
Yeah, on a micro scale, yeah, one game, but overall the season, is that their only loss?
Well, if
Yeah,
you're not
Their only-
counting
is
Club
that their
World
only
Cup.
drop a point?
Yeah, but
Marseille was very bad performance.
Yeah, that was and penalty bailout.
like at the end of the day,
So, yeah,
it's reactionary to where you lose these games because the Bilbao one came after a good performance, and I think Marseille was after or something. Like
You
that.
mean Atletico lost?
What did I say?
Bilbao.
Atletico came way after.
Oh yeah,
Marseille.
sorry, Atletico. Yeah. So like no, but they've been good. Mbappe's been class.
Look, if I had to say, they've been more stable than Barcelona, but also like I'm also
They look frail too.
I'm also very skeptical about Real Madrid's chances in CL, and obviously they're Real Madrid, so you can never fully count them out. But to me, it doesn't look like a team that's capable of winning CL right now.
I'm saying for this, honestly, for the same reasons as Barca. They have defensive question marks.
100%. They have defensive.
Yeah.
Rudiger's not the same. Rudiger's injured. Huijsen, you can't just let a young center back like that just be all alone, be the leader of that back line. Trent, what's his status? He's still
He's
injured. Carvajal's still injured.
Yeah, they're definitely down a couple men. It's just more can they keep up this type of consistency for the rest of the season? I don't know, but
Vinny and Mbappe, if they keep up what they're
Vinny-
doing, then
Mbappe, there's a bit of tax. Like, I'm pretty sure he's
but Harry Kane
he's
is-
close. He's
A lot of pens. But
he's close to the record for the most pens scored in a year by Ronaldo.
Yeah.
That's Ronaldo has the record in 2013-14 or something like that. He's like 2 or 3 pens away from beating that.
He's been playing good though.
getting in good positions. Like
Mastantuono, great player too.
But
Playing
the
very well.
question mark is Arda Güler's playing well in center attacking midfielder. But
is.
when Jude Bellingham comes back after international break from injury, I don't know if it's international break.
Güler
It
right
might be
wing.
the next international break. What happens there?
Drop
Rotate-
Bellingham lower.
oh, like the
Bellingham's
Bruno,
not dropping lower. Because
Yeah, you're not dropping Bellingham. You're not
Tchouaméni,
moving
Valverde.
Bellingham for Güler.
He's also you're misusing Bellingham if he's deep.
Oh, but Bruno Fernandes.
I'm not saying he's missing.
That was a good one.
No, because
No, it
Bruno's
wasn't a good one.
skill set is more used to it, like being played deep than Bellingham. Bellingham's a box crasher. Bruno's not a box crasher.
He's a box muncher.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Oh, this is the.
Burns, you gonna intro this one?
No, you got this.
I don't know. What's the
this
narrative?
one, I'm sure everyone was waiting because
They're waiting for the dramatic 0-0 Juventus Milan.
that was
I need to warm up my.
this was a
My
pure
larynx.
puro calcio. This was a puro classic Serie A game 0-0.
I have
A little bit too
proposition.
classic.
A little too
Proposition.
classic.
What?
Okay. We both give our takes.
You see some good points. I see some good points.
We both give our takes.
I'm
on the
gonna be
game.
unbiased, bro.
We both give our unbiased take of the game,
Okay.
and then we talk about it instead of like this
And then-
dysfunctional. Like
I'll give my unbiased
rage
take,
baiting?
and he'll give his unbiased take.
I say, you guys just comment on our takes.
Okay.
Like
go
on
for
who
it.
should have won type thing,
Or
what?
maybe I'll say like I align more with Pala or I align more with Firms.
But you don't need to because I already know you're aligning with
Holy
firms. 'Cause
cocks.
During the game, Leao misses the sitter. I don't see anything.
Oh, Leo missed the
David ... Millie attitude itinerary. But fucking Leao.
Yildiz yanked.
Yanked.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think. How can I put this?
You have a minute on the clock.
Whoa, but I'm trying to
Take as much
convince you
time as you
guys.
need.
No,
Take as much time as you need,
it's
bro.
not even a game. Just what is your take on the game? What were the expectations coming in, and how did you guys move?
Expectations were to win this game because I think we came with a stronger team. You guys had a lot of injuries. We deserved to win it, in my opinion, and we whiffed. Like we just didn't because of Pulisic missing the chances, Leao missing his chances. But we should have won this game. Like I think we had every chance to make it 1-0, even 2-0 at one point. Juve should have scored that one goal where
Was
You
it
got a
Gatti?
chance to make it 2-0,
yeah. Bro, you see that Leao chance?
but it was never even 1-0, bro. How the fuck are you gonna be 2-0?
No, I'm saying
chances
two
wise,
chances
he's
to
saying.
score two goals.
Okay.
Juventus also had a big chance where Magnan saved our ass there.
The Gatti right
Gatti
point blank.
chance. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like 0-0 is a fair result. It's not what I wanted. I think, obviously, I wanted to win, but Allegri ball. What can I say?
Okay. I'm gonna say I agree with a lot of what you said. To be honest, coming into this game, in the back of my mind, was more nervous going into this game than I was versus Inter.
Really?
Healthy, when Juventus is fully healthy, Bremer, Kefram, everyone's at full strength. Versus anyone in Serie A, I'm obviously stressed versus the big boys, but I know I have a chance. Today versus Milan, no Bremer, and I was looking at that backline before the game, bro. That starting lineup did not look good. Rugani, Lloyd Kelly, and Kalulu.
Rugani played well.
Rugani did play well,
Yeah, he
which
played
is,
well.
I think, negative credit to Milan because Rugani
Making him
shouldn't
look good.
because we shipped him to Ajax last season, and nobody heard about him for a year, and then Rugani's back.
Yeah, crazy.
We had no idea.
I mean, on the counter, there's even Gabbia on the other side who's been good, but again, Gabbia is not this world-class
was playing
defender.
today.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it. But no, I think one thing I will give credit to Milan. This season, I think they're already accomplishing what they set out to do this season, which was steady the ship. Allegri is same old Allegri. It's very stable. Players are looking good. Pulisic is looking good and all that. Today, in my opinion, was a disaster class by AC Milan. Because Pulisic did not look like he did in the last few games. I think you agree on that.
Maybe
thought he played good.
individually. Maybe individually, but like Modric had a fantastic.
Yeah, Modric was the
As
same.
per
He's
Modric
very, very
has
good.
played in much bigger games than this. This is not
Yeah.
a situation where Modric.
Those are passes that I haven't seen a lot of Milan midfielders make in
Yeah.
a very long time.
Oh, 100%.
Let's just put it at that
Serie A
way.
midfielders
Serie A,
in
yeah, I
general.
know.
That's
Yeah, I
a
know.
class from a different place and different time. You know, Tudor. By the way, side note. You know, Tudor played with Modric in Modric's first Croatia appearance
Oh my God.
in a 3-2 win versus
Holy-
Argentina in
Holy throwback.
2002 or whatever.
So Tudor is the same age?
No.
No,
It's
no.
probably like
It was like
Tudor
Tudor's
was
last
at the
game
tail end of
and
his
Modric's
career.
first game.
Modric.
Something like that. I think Tudor going into this game, sure, our last performances were all draws, so there was a consistency in the draws, but I think the draws were all different games. They were all
Yeah.
completely different games. It was a 2-2, it was a
1-1, like
1-1. It
but
was,
they were entertaining. Juve
they-
played entertaining football.
but what Juventus fans wanted to see was defensive solidity.
Which
And
they
today, for the first time, Tudor tactically very conservative.
Didn't even think about it. Juve drew again.
Yeah.
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 This is Thiago Motta all over again.
What the fuck, bro?
But it's a different manner of draws every time. It is like, bro, when you draw 4-4, you draw 2-2, you draw 0-0. Those are different draws.
you actually fit Arsenal so well, bro. It's
Those are
actually
different
crazy.
draws. The results are
Not
not
all
those draws.
draws are the same.
They aren't. They aren't. They aren't. We fucking.
This was a positive draw.
It wasn't a
The
positive
other one was
draw.
a negative draw.
I take more negatives out of this game than I take positives for
sure.
Juventus. For Milan, I think the same. I take
the
more
same.
negatives than positives.
But I'm not gonna. Yeah, I 100% agree that there's more negatives than positives. But I still think the trajectory is positive, like trending upwards.
I agree. For Milan.
Yeah, for Milan,
For Juve, I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure of
it's in
Tudor,
that
to be
sideways
honest.
trade right now.
Tudor, and I think you guys can all agree on this, is doing better than you expected he would.
Does that mean he's doing good? No.
No, but he's doing better than you thought he would.
Yeah, sure. But
Well,
it's
no,
not
well-
mean he's good.
You can't make a full analysis of the guy. It's been only 9 games.
I said Juve would finish top 4. I'm pretty sure top 4, top 5. So like, I never said they would shit the bed.
Top 4, top 5 isn't like you didn't predict something out of the ordinary.
Aren't you guys like? 1 second. Let me just.
They're fourth.
Well, that leads to a further topic.
Fifth,
I don't know if they're.
Milan's third,
We're 5th.
Napoli
Roma-
first,
Roma second.
Roma first.
We're what?
No, Roma, Napoli are tied.
You
right
guys
now.
are
There's goal
3
difference.
points.
There's no tied. Napoli are first, and
Yeah, okay.
Roma are
Yeah, because
tied on
Napoli won
points.
against Genoa.
Did they tie on points? They were both at
Juve
15.
are what? 5th.
Yeah, but goal difference. Napoli's
Yeah.
first.
That's what we said. Whatever.
How many
Juve
points?
are fifth on 12.
4 points, 3 points off.
3 points.
And Milan,
Third.
2 points off. Third.
it's very very close.
If
But
I had to give my prediction, I still think Milan ends on top of Juve at the end of the season. I think we have the squad to go on top of Juve. We have the one game a week that it definitely is a tax and has been showing it, but it's like everything's smooth
it is
sailing
what
right
it
now.
is.
And like I have full trust in Allegri, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, no, I think Milan are.
tides will change.
I don't think
I
so.
think Milan are in a period of stability right now, which is like you said, that was the goal for this season.
Yeah.
Was to have that stability. And listen, Allegri has them playing well. This is kind of like when we spoke about how this game would go last podcast or whatever. When we spoke about it, it was like you knew that Allegri would kind of play that deep weight for Juve. Like I felt like Juve. I'm not sure what the possession stats were, but I think Juve had more.
Milan
possession.
had more.
51-49
To who?
But there were
to
moments.
Juve. But
There were periods-
51%.
yeah, but we had like
but there
6
were- there were
corners. Milan had 0 corners.
Yeah, there were periods in the game where it's just like Juve were cycling the ball, like they kind of had possession. Milan were waiting for
Yeah.
their time and opportunity, and that's kind of how I thought the game would go. But at the end of the day, I think Milan lost this game.
Oh, onto the deserving to win. I didn't.
Tied the game,
I didn't disagree with. I didn't say that before. I think a draw was just as fair because Jonathan David had a pretty grade A chance.
They missed
Kinda
the pen.
think
and
there's
fucking
two.
whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah.
That, this is
For me, it's the pen. You finish the pen, it's a win. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
don't
we
know.
also Jonathan David could have scored that goal and Gatti.
A lot of
Magnon just guessed where to go and it was great. What did he save it with? His face or his arm?
look
don't
like
know.
his face. I'm
He
pretty
didn't
sure.
guess where to go. He
Yeah, he
just
was
closed
there.
down the shooter.
Well, he just sprawled.
Yeah, right in
Ran,
front of it.
he
He was
made
right- he was
himself
point
as
blank.
big as possible.
He sprawled and he got to it. It was a great save.
When I watched that save, I was actually like, okay, that's
a world-class
actually-
save.
That's a world class.
But he jumped
yeah.
before the ball was even contacted.
But
But you need to do that.
the point is that the like everything happened so quickly. The ball got to Gatti so quickly. The fact that he had the reaction to run out and make himself as
He didn't
big as
run out.
he did.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he made himself
he
big.
sideways. He didn't run
No,
outwards.
no, he ran outwards
And then he spread it
He
out.
approached the shooter. He didn't just stay on his line like I would watch Bayindir and Onana.
Yeah.
He went out
was a good save.
and approached
And
the
But
didn't
it
get
could
injured.
it could have been in the top of the, it could have been in the top corner. Like it could have been a goal.
Oh, yeah, but that's a fucking sick finish if you're
It's a
shooting.
great
that's
chance.
Gatti we're talking
It's a
about.
great
If you're just putting it on net,
Oh,
he
Gatti
saves
does
it.
those. Gatti scores scissor
Oh my
kick
God.
last.
If we had to put all the chances together, Milan had the better chances. They should have finished way better because they were easier chances to finish.
the layout chance was not insanely easy.
We had more XG. It's just in
Give a
total.
10.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Man United fourth.
No, but we had a pen. We should have won this game.
Forget XG, bro. We both watched the game. I'm sure we both hyper-analyzed the game after
yeah.
watching it.
Milan should have won, but I think a draw is somewhat deserved.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
I
best
say
case
0-0
scenario
is
for me.
fair.
I think the midfield that we have right now is very balanced, and I'm optimistic about it.
Trust me, I'm still on my hater shit though.
I think
because-
you have to switch the tide,
because
bro.
on the-
Allegri might be
No.
that guy.
Sure, brother. On the last season, our most recent season with Allegri, started off 3-0, 2-0. We had the
But
best.
you didn't have the personnel.
we had the best record. We were fucking. Everything was looking good,
You're one Modric injury away from being ass.
and then we
We
got
have Ricci on the bench, though.
You have who?
Ricci. I mean, I know he's not
Yeah,
to
he's
the
not
level,
Modric. He's
but
not Modric, fuck.
But that's not what I mean, but
there's
we
Ricci,
got-
Jashari
So
there.
they're winning.
Exact-
They're winning games by one goal. That is
No, they're not
literally-
winning by one goal.
We're not
They're
winning
winning
by
by
one
2
goal.
or 3 goals. Like
Where's who?
but after
We are.
Cremonese, they're winning 2-0, 1-0.
We're dominating every game except maybe this one where it's really 50-50. And
They beat Napoli by 1, and they beat Bologna.
yeah,
by
it's
1.
true.
other
The
ones
Napoli
are-
game, I kind of forgot about that one. We didn't dominate that game, but that was a win. At the end of the day, you sub off a Pulisic and you have an Nkunku coming on. And I think that's something that I haven't seen at Milan in years, where a quality player comes off and you have another quality player coming on. I know Modric is obviously way better than Ricci, but if Modric gets injured and Ricci comes on, I'll still be okay. At least it's not Musa.
What are the underlyings, bro? Your back three is not strong.
But like
Juve's isn't either, but I know
Yeah.
yours is not strong.
as I've been saying, it's
One
not
game a
about the
week.
individual players. It's if the system works, you could throw in anybody
Why
there and
didn't it
it'll
work
make
for
it
Allegri
work.
last term at Juve?
Yeah,
The
but
personnel didn't matter.
well, you had worse players.
That's the system is the issue-
Defensively, it
you're
gets
the
solved.
fact that you have Modric, it's bailing out all your shit players at the back because their sole purpose is to get Modric the ball. So if Modric gets injured, your entire team is fucked. in my
Don't
personal opinion.
hypothesize a Modric.
I
injury.
watched a game. Pavlovic, his sole goal of in build up,
Yeah.
is get the little
Yeah.
guy in midfield.
He was like
the ball.
30 yards
You
away from
blame
him.
him.
and you just
He's
start
one
looking
of
But
the
when
best
Modric gets injured, they're not gonna. They're not. The game plan's not gonna be get Ricci the ball.
Why are you acting like that's a guarantee?
Yeah, like it's 1 game a week. It's not like you guys.
Oh,
Champions
but
League
Haaland
week.
in FPL, it's a fucking.
He has Champions
No,
League.
no, but I troll with a hypothetical, bro. We're celebrating if Haaland gets injured, but Modric, bro, 1 game a week. There's no reason for him to get injured.
Really isn't.
Holy jinx. Unreal jinx.
You better knock on that wood,
Modric won't get injured.
No, you will.
Knock on that wood, bro. That's what
Bro, he
happened.
looks healthy.
Bro, he's
Bro,
running.
he's-
Bro,
he-
he's running around. He's
He was 10 years younger.
yeah.
Bro, his ACLs look really like
Sharp, solid.
solid. They don't look tight or ready to break at any
Flexible.
point.
For me,
Very flexible.
I agree that maybe the names that we have in defense are not good. Like Pavlovic is not good with his feet. Tomori's not good with his feet. Gabia's all right with his feet. But as a whole, he has been working because they're defensively solid and in a good tactical shape.
Yeah, it's a system.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that gets taxed. Like it doesn't matter if you're a Gabia or a Pavlovic or an Araujo, you'll still play good. You know what I mean? Like it's just Allegri being good defensively.
Anyway, that was that game, but I wanted to bring something else up. If you look at the Serie A table right now, there is so much parity, which brings me to the point that I think Serie A is the most competitive league in the world.
That's so false. It has to be the Premier League. It has to be the Premier League.
I completely disagree. At this point, nobody can say who the Serie A favorite is for the Scudetto.
Agree. You
That's-
have Roma
that's
there,
just
you have Napoli there,
wrong. It's
Milan.
either Napoli or Inter.
Yeah, but right
your
now,
opinion.
It's not true.
Some people would say Milan's looking good.
Roma's on fire as
Okay,
well.
so then you could say, okay, it's Liverpool or Arsenal, but some people are saying Man City's looking good. Some people are saying Chelsea's looking good.
No, because the Premier League to me has two favorites, two distinct favorites. It's
And for-
Arsenal
for
and
me,
Liverpool.
Serie A has two distinct favorites.
I disagree. Not this year.
Okay,
I
sure.
disagree. I
I think
disagree.
there's a lot of question
because
marks around Napoli as well. Like every team
Listen,
kind of has
There's a lot of question marks around
No.
Liverpool.
But
Napoli-
there's obviously favorites. Like Napoli is the favorite to win it, but
Milan beat them 2-1.
exactly.
So if people consider you guys a favorite or one of the contenders, you just took It's a 6-point swing versus
Arsenal
the favorite.
are considered
At
the
the same time,
favorites.
yeah, I do.
Liverpool beat them. So what are we doing
But
here?
that's a favorite versus another favorite.
Chelsea beat them. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
like
like the top 5 and top 6 in Serie A are all teams that, if they do, like you could say that they are kind of in the mix. Like in the Prem,
you go
you'll
down
say-
to 12th place and you could say teams are in the mix.
for what?
For both
In
leagues.
Prem?
Yeah.
No, I think that at a certain point you understand that there will be a separation. In
Okay,
Serie
so-
A, like
so
I
in
can
Serie
expect
A-
Roma to go deep. I can expect,
I can
Napoli
expect
to go
Roma
deep.
to go deep. Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, the way they're playing, yeah.
Roma's
been
1 loss,
exception.
5 wins. They're looking spectacular
So that
right now.
Crystal Palace is looking spectacular right now. I expect them to be in a title race at the end of the season.
They
No,
look good. They look good. I'm not
I
talking.
promise. I will bet. I will bet money right now. Roma's at least 10 points behind by the end of the season.
No.
It's possible.
How much money?
How much?
How much?
$100.
Okay,
$50.
what the fuck?
$50.
What the fuck?
$20.
It's a
Yeah,
$5.
$20.
It's a
Holy
$5.
firms at sea broke boy, by the way.
I mean, shit. Fucking $100, $500, 1,000.
Well, I mean, I'm.
Straight to charity. 1,000. You're broke.
You probably don't even remember
fuck.
what you bet 500
Yeah.
on to go to charity.
Here, let me write it. Oh, I don't have my.
He doesn't remember.
See,
Oh, if you guys could find the clip of me saying Isaac is better than Mbappe,
honestly,
doesn't exist, bro. That
careful.
shit don't
Ethan
exist.
Mbappe?
Bauer wants to donate. He's begging.
be
to
careful.
donate
What
money.
charity are you donating it to?
I don't know. Whatever. Whoever finds it can pick which charity they
It is
want.
Breast
And it's
Cancer
not.
Awareness Month.
I'm not. If your name is fucking Jared, I'm not donating to fucking Jared's bank account, bro. You have to find an actual charity.
Okay, back to the point.
What was the bet that we just made? Roma 10 points.
10 points of the title. Like they'll be within 10 points of the title.
Like if now
By
they
the
finish
end
on
of the
95, they're
Yeah, I'll take that.
85 or higher. My point is not the Premier League has the best teams of any league in the world. That's not my point. If you are a football casual, you're choosing a league to follow, Serie A is the most competitive league, the most entertaining league because Atalanta versus Juve is close, Inter versus Juve is close. All these games are close. I don't care about a Crystal Palace 1-1 versus Liverpool. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Oh my god. What a horrible opinion.
It was passionate though.
Because
you can't lie. That shit was passionate.
So if I say something that's just inherently
do it.
wrong,
do it.
Go.
I don't think you have the cojones to do it.
Millie, do I do it?
but what the fuck? What?
Should I do it?
What do you want me to say?
Same
Anything
thing, but
with
for the
passion.
Prem.
But what do you want me to say?
Say your argument for the Prem.
He literally just said the Prem are little boys to say.
Yes. Now, how
doesn't
are you
entertain.
gonna answer as a Prem fanatic?
Because you're
So-
supposed to be the defender of
So
the Prem.
here. If you guys want to watch the best players in the world,
Serie A.
you don't go to Serie A.
La Liga,
If you want to watch the best teams in the world, you also don't go to Serie A.
PSG,
If you want to watch entertaining young players, you don't go to Serie A.
Serie A's
Barcelona,
there.
If you wanna
Paz.
go watch players dribble and take players on 1v1,
Okafor is right there.
you
bro.
do not watch Serie A.
Leeds.
Bundesliga?
If you want to watch dinosaurs of managers, then you can watch Serie A. There you go. You
MLS?
got
Pep
dinosaurs.
Guardiola.
Okay, so remember when I started, I said this distinct word. It started with a C. It was like maybe 8 letters long. It's competitive.
If you want to watch teams go ass for ass in Serie A every
the
single
Prem is
week,
living up to
got
the
my
bill.
you
United
can do that,
Sunderland.
bro. You got that, bro. You got that, bro.
Wasn't enough passion in what you just said, Varver. Wasn't
Yeah.
passionate enough.
What do you think would be more entertaining? Realistic, like be honest.
Do you understand?
Like Fiorentina Como or like Nottingham Forest Wolves?
Fiorentina Como.
Bro, if FPL didn't exist, you think I would
Do you
be watching
under-
a Bournemouth
do you
Fulham game on a
understand
Friday? You'd be yelling
that
at
the
TV.
difference between first and 10th is 5 points.
Who's this?
in Serie A as well.
The mighty
No,
Premier
you
League.
didn't say that.
Bro, go check.
Sure, I'll go check.
Como's 9th or 10th place, and they're on 9 points. The leader's on 15. It's 6.
No problem, man.
6. Como's
six,
in 7th, by the way.
Okay, so what's 10th?
So 10th, you want to go down?
Look at the points.
go band
it's,
for band.
It's fucked up on FOMOB.
Fuck is on football.
FOMOB's on some
10.
Cagliari's on 8
So 5
points.
points.
So
Okay,
if
got
you
it.
want to
5
follow
points.
a
Okay, got
league-
it. 5
if-
points. Okay, got it.
If you want to
All
follow,
right.
no.
Bologna's on 10.
If you want to follow a league that can't even get their foot mob fucking correct, that foot mob doesn't even give a fuck about
How does
them.
that happen?
I don't know, because Bologna's on 10 points. They should be 7th.
Look at this shit. This is your league, by the way.
Meow,
Did they get a point deduction or something?
meow. I don't know.
Maybe if you watch the games, whatever, you would know.
Joey, what's Joey doing now?
I don't know. He's not paying something.
But basically, the
It's
difference
membership.
from 1st to 10th is 8 points.
Do we lift that
It's not.
over at RFC?
Do we?
Regardless, at the end of every season, it's always the title race in Serie A is
title-
within
title race went to-
3 games, 6 points.
Well, title race last year went down to the final day. So
Serie A is
Prem did it.
consistently the most competitive league. Consistently. Whether you call it ass or not, it's fucking consistently competitive.
Bro, we did a watch along for the final.
Consistently
day.
ass.
Maybe, but it's competitive.
Competitive though.
Bro, Rasmus Højlund is fucking spearheading a title.
Any player that leaves Man United gets
does
better.
Fact.
Oh my god.
How have you not opened your eyes to this yet?
Bro, we literally said last year there's no saving Højlund.
Oh,
And he's
brother,
been saved
Manchester
by
United.
the mighty Conte,
Yeah,
who could turn
sure.
water into wine.
Yeah. So Højlund's a good player?
Now he is, yeah. As soon as he left Man United, he is.
Oh my god, bro. Let's
not a
wrap up
problem,
this
bro.
podcast. Wrap up the podcast.
Not a problem for me.
Wrap it up.
Who's better,
Wrap it up, fuck.
Man United or Napoli?
I actually think that would be a very good game.
Oh my!
Hold on.
Can't be serious.
I actually think that would be a seriously a good
One
game.
Sunderland
I
game
actually
changes your
Melly,
life,
what do you think? That's the level of Serie A. Man United versus Roma, we're fucking smoking Roma.
Oh, you're stupid.
We are
you're
fucking
so
slapping Roma around like a fucking stripper.
Sule 3 on your fucking dome, bro.
Three.
Bro, easy.
Sule shit.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm mad. Delit is Serie A proven ass.
Sule is Jeremy.
Proven ass.
Sule is Jeremy Pino. in the
You're
Prem.
stupid.
Yeah, sure.
Respect Sule.
All right.
Didn't Jeremy Bino just drop a brace or a brace of assists?
Just got a yellow
Okay,
card.
wish, bro. He's on my
Okafor though?
Midweek.
Okafor, though?
Oh, yeah.
Midweek dropped a brace of assists.
Alright.
That's Okafor. No, it's not the Serie A.
Okafor, Chukwueze balling
Bro,
out for
you can't
Fulham
say
and
this when
Leeds.
McTominay and Højlund are literally the faces of your fucking league.
Who's the face
leader.
of your
Okafor
organization?
just pulled out 4 emotes after he scored in a Premier League match game. I
Real.
think we have to calm it down.
Can you remind me where the Ivorian Messi comes from?
From Italy?
Where does the Egyptian prince
Where?
come from?
From Chelsea?
What about the Brazilian Brazilian cat? Allison.
Bro, what?
Don't mind me some Brazilian.
Roma.
Bro, half the Prem we were watching all these Prem games. You're like, bro, half these brothers played in Serie A.
All right,
They're playing
gentlemen.
for Leeds,
we
though.
must calm down. We must calm down because I have been searching high and low because it's international break.
Of course,
I have
yes.
been searching on the
That's so
highest
rare.
of highs and the highest Himalayan ranges and the lowest of lows. Milan fans.
From the Andes to the mountains.
Exactly. And I have come up with a Sorare player of the week that honestly might be one for the ages. But first, I will tell you about Sorare. If you guys don't already know what Sorare is a online digital platform where you can buy and sell players, compete in weekly tournaments to win cash prizes. If you think a player is going to go up in value, you go buy his card on Sorare, and maybe next week he bangs in a couple goals, doubles in value. There you go. Bing, bang, shaboom. If you guys sign up with our link down below in the description, you can get up to 150 euros in sign-up bonuses. Boys,
Gas.
it is time to pick your Sorare player of the week.
Vav, are you ready to make some money this week?
As always, bro, if you've been tailing my picks, you know you're up expeditiously.
Sheshko.
Sesko.
Vinicius.
Then doesn't pick him, scores a goal. Okay, got it.
So what you're saying is you have like every week you can start 5 players. By the way, you're starting 3 Sheshkos.
If you guys were holding the Sheshkos right now, you're fucking making bank. I can't count.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay,
double
Millie,
bottom.
Millie, go do your pick.
Listen, gentlemen. You know, I like to play it safe. And one Don that I think will still ball out.
Mapping.
No. Voltamade.
Voltamade was mine.
is my Don. Newcastle legend already.
Are we allowed to do this?
Who's he
Yeah.
playing against?
He's playing versus a
For
team.
Germany,
international
Northern
team.
Ireland, could it be?
Northern Ireland.
Northern
I
Ireland.
think he's starting.
Yes,
So
he starts.
I mean,
why-
invest stocks.
Right now,
Average
he's
is
the best
injured.
German striker available.
Yep.
Yes.
So who's to say he doesn't bang in a couple during international
I think he
break?
assisted his last game,
And he's tearing up the Premier League right now.
tearing it up.
Luxembourg and Northern Ireland.
Oh,
cooking.
gentlemen, we are feasting on Sorare.
Yeah.
It's cooking.
Basically,
Oh my goodness.
also, I forgot to mention, besides the values of the players increasing, the values, the in-game, basically in the weekly tournaments, if your player scores or assists, it's almost like FPL. He gains more points for your squad. So that's how you win the weekly tournaments. So if Voltamade scores, maybe gets more points in your weekly tournament, but also increases in value.
Oh, we are on the Voltamade train.
Oh,
We've been on the Voltamade train. Firms even tried to
Really,
get a couple.
you jumping in the Voltamade train?
Oh, I've been on the Voltamade.
You've
train.
been?
I'm the conductor.
No, I'm the conductor. I've been there.
Conductor, I'm there.
Luka Zernic knows.
Bro, Varvar, who is your Sorare player of the week?
It's going to be a Manchester United player.
I got a first-time call-up, actually, to his national team.
Oh, shit.
He's been riding the wave. If we have the same player.
Who?
Mateta?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm
Jean-Philippe?
going Jean-Philippe Mateta.
That's actually a good one.
I think he's actually been balling out, and it's his first call-up to the French national team. I was
Deserved.
debating between him and Nekatike, But
That's
I
good.
think I'm gonna.
What happens when his ass is glued to the bench?
See, now that's
That's the
problem.
risk that we're taking.
That's the risk. But
High
then
risk, high reward.
But you're getting him low right now.
Yeah.
Save him for when he gets back for the Prem.
Yeah.
Bro, Mateta, another asset, by the way.
I think, I don't know what Varvar's tactic is. It's just not to be good in so rare.
Bro.
Wow.
Varvar just claims the wheel spins and calls it a day. I think that's the extent of
daily
his skill
spin.
in so rare. Stick to FPL, bro.
You're gonna let him talk to you like that? It's crazy.
It's crazy because I'm first.
Varvar, why don't you send your goon to come fight me?
I
I
am.
don't know
goon.
which.
I'm top.
Listen,
goon.
I went high reward, high risk, high reward, as per usual over at Firms FC. We're looking at the Brazilian national team. First call up. Ancelotti loves him, apparently.
Poch.
Igor Jesus. Stocks invested. We'll see if he starts. But if he does, this is an investment to the moon.
To the moon. Good luck, bro. Igor Jesus saving
And-
the Brazilian national team.
And Nottingham Forest, there's always
what
an
is there
upper
there?
trend. Upper trend.
I don't know with Ange at the helm.
Not with Ange. Well, Chris Wood, Igor Jesus.
Igor
You think he's gonna play over Richarlison, who you have been twerking for all
I
season?
haven't been twerking.
Stop sending me trade
Twerking.
offers for Charleston, bro.
I don't twerk for
I don't want
Charleston. I think
Yes,
he's a
you
bad
do.
player, but FPL I never said he's a good player.
So he's gonna
ask Pala. Pala, tell them.
You tell him, Vala.
Is this how it feels, Millie?
It's on. You can't do anything about it.
Good tactic. You tell him, Millie. 1,000 yards there.
Crazy.
No, but Igor Jesus, Ancelotti rates him, so we'll see.
High risk, high reward situation.
How do you know?
How do you know
Ancelotti
that?
rates him?
He just got called up for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he's said,
managers call up players that they don't rate too.
Like Mateta.
No, Mateta he rates.
Ancelotti had good words. Check the interview. I'll show you after, maybe.
But I just want to mention, though, I have Voltimate.
Oh, it's true. Yeah,
I have
we're
Voltimate
on the
as well.
Voltimate
Surprised
trade.
you picked that. Honestly, me sharing a pick with
D1 Glazer?
a D1 Glazer. No, Millie's not a D1 Glazer. Does that make me a D1 Glazer? But no, I picked Saibari last week. Champions League goal versus Leverkusen.
Yeah,
And
good
then
pick.
on the weekend scored another goal.
Not bad.
Germany seems to be my. If I was a scout, I'm going straight to Germany.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Saibari could score a hat trick till the end of the season. His fucking Sorare card's not moving 1 fucking cent.
That's what you
Creative
think.
shit.
But the markets ain't thinking that.
Market is not saying that.
Thank God the markets
But
aren't
Mateta, though.
influenced by Barber FC.
Bro,
Mateta, though.
Mateta could score a brace and his price is fucking skyrocketing.
And Barber FC.
It's like Bitcoin. It's
Inversely
like
correlated.
buy $1 of Mateta cards, please, because this is going to the.
no, but there's different rarities. Like you can get like
Yeah,
a
sure.
1 of 300 Mateta card.
I have 101.
No, you don't, bro.
I
Stop
do.
lying. You can't cap.
But Mateta, the card that I just invest in is 101.
It's not. Don't believe that.
No, do not believe him because on Sorare you can actually look up what the rare cards are and who owns
Yeah.
them, and you will
And
not see
Varvar does
you
not
will
own
not
it.
see Varvar's pocket as one of those things.
First owner.
First owner Mateta 101.
101 Mateta.
But actually, by the way, if you guys skip this segment, you're missing ball because we
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
thoroughly enjoy these Sorare segments.
are fun.
and we talk about it off camera. So
Not for real.
Definitely go check out Sorare. Link is down below in the description. Make sure to get your sign up bonus. Be there or be square.
Definitely. That's episode 78.
Yep.
We're heading over to Patreon now to do our outside the box segment. So
yeah.
we will see you dons there.
Wait, explain what outside the box is.
Outside the box is just more. We're talking outside the box.
What the fuck is the box?
Talks.
Yeah,
Philosophical.
Philosophical, sorry.
philosophical.
Oh, this is gonna
No,
be
I
good.
said philosophical.
Philosophical.
Falafel.
But basically, I don't know. We had a conversation on the podcast probably 2 weeks ago or last week. I'm not sure which one. Where it was
got
like
deep,
at the
bro.
beginning where we got
Yeah?
deep. That's like a regular outside the box podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where we speak about stuff that's just
outside
not related.
outside the world of
yeah,
sports,
some
outside the
football
world of
oriented.
football,
Some weeks it's maybe
Video games.
video games, TV
Movies?
shows,
music,
politics,
yeah, politics,
geopolitics.
That was actually a good
Geography.
conversation.
You never know what we're gonna be talking about on there. It's outside the box.
Literally outside the box.
So go check it out. Episode 78, everyone. We will
You're
see you
out.
guys next week. We're out.
Signing out.
Grazie, sì, sempre. Ciao, forza,
Ciao.
dai. Sì, sì, sì.